live, I assume.
We're
Welcome
live.
welcome everybody. Welcome to BlackwaterDnD, where the water is always the perfect temperature. Don't dip your toes in. Dive on in. We're going swimming through this BlackwaterDnD. Ooh-wee.
Wrote that in his
Yeah, Sean, no, that was perfect. You nailed. You got that one in one.
One take.
That one?
One take.
I like
and
that
that's
one.
it.
I
That's
like
our
that
show.
one.
That's the whole show.
Good. It was good.
Thank you.
That's the whole show. It was fine.
I have no follow-up. I was really hoping someone would take the ball.
I
really feel like
you did it in one, and there's nothing for us to do now.
no, we can't play now. Wait, that's
Thank
it.
you for coming to the stream.
Sorry, guys, you gotta
Love
go.
that you thought someone would pick it up after you were like, "Don't worry, guys, I got it. I wrote something in my head."
I wrote the whole thing. Like,
You did the bit.
The last time it's like Sean started, I didn't have anything. I was like, "Welcome to the Blackwater," where I don't know, and I it just like vomited. I was like,
Okay.
water. It's a warm. We're a warm swimming hole of.
Okay.
And we're all so glad you're here.
If you
Come
were
on
to
down
dive
and
into water,
grab a
Okay.
sarsaparilla.
if you were to dive into water, what is the best color of water to dive into? Like Blackwater, obviously, but like if we put that one aside, honestly, if you walked up to a pool of water and it was a color, because like this is fantasy and we can do whatever we want. What would you want to? What would scare you the least? What would you be most interested in jumping?
What would scare me the least?
Yeah.
At least.
Rainbow.
Rainbow.
That is just an
Make
oil
the
spill.
water gay.
That's where I get my superpowers.
That's how we recharge.
That's just toxic.
I feel.
I mean,
No,
like
if it's like
no.
if we're going any color, you can tell when it's like I'm thinking like clear with like just like and then just like
That is
red,
an oil
orange.
spill.
Yeah. No, it's not. This is
Now you
my
fully
imaginary. No, this
Okay,
is
so
my
Lennon,
imaginary-
Lennon wants an oil spill.
I'm backing up Lennon here. Matt was like, "You can make it anything you want."
Yeah,
and
he said
then Sean
magical.
and Tim were like, "That sounds
An
bad." No, it's magical rainbow water.
That's fine.
It's
No,
fine
no,
and
we
not
have to-
poisonous.
We have to be equal.
What spilled into the water to make it rainbow?
Nothing.
Then, like,
It's just
what
magical rainbow
magical
water.
Cube powers.
ran up
Gay
on the
water.
rocks
Sean,
and is killing all the waterfowl?
Guys, I'm facilitating
Sean, I'll
this
call
water
you
discussion.
homophobic. Don't make me
And
go
it's
there.
making the frogs
My
And-
gay water.
It is making the frogs. That's hilarious. Sean, what color do you want?
I mean, if it's a fantasy pool, I love like a really like pastel light pink. If
No, you
there's
can't
a
have
light
that.
pink pool,
That's
not
just
good water.
that's just diluted blood, Sean.
What'd you
Who got
spell
murdered in that water?
Diluted
paint
blood
in there?
does
Is that
not
dirty
go
paint
pink.
water?
It just goes very
No,
light
it's
red,
the
but
soap.
not pink.
It's the soap from like bathrooms in schools.
Yeah, I want-
It's
Oh,
a lot
I
of
want-
that.
Ew.
Oh,
want-
God.
Pink
If I could
soap.
make it more viscous, that would be
Okay,
ideal.
okay.
Okay.
I want the color of bathroom soap, but the consistency of flubber.
Emma,
Mm.
what have we got going on?
Totally and perfectly clear.
No, then
So,
you can
like,
see
vertigo.
all the.
I need to.
all
See, I
the
need to see. I hate
seaweed
water.
at
I
the
can't
bottom.
see the bottom of.
Okay.
I don't
All
like
the
that anyway.
yuckies.
I really don't like water I can't see the bottom of. So perfectly clear water sounds, in my fantasy world, that sounds beautiful for me.
I see a fish in water. I'm out so fast. Fish.
No, I mean like
Yeah,
I
that's
want
my
to see the
friend.
beautiful fishies swimming around and the seaweed and the
Fish
stuff.
creep
It's
me out.
fascinating.
I don't want to see them. I don't want them to touch me.
Matt, what color's your water?
Like that opaque silver, like unicorn blood from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mercury?
Cool.
I like that we started
Murder
off
water.
I like that we.
Murder water.
I like that we started
Cool.
off with like fantasy water that you can just dive into, and we're all like, "How is this bad?" Let's.
Let's just make it weird. Tim, what's your water?
What I like to call West Coast soupy green.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, it's
I
better
was
than like
looking at
False
some
Creek
West Coast
brown, though.
Soupy green today. I went for a
Yeah,
walk,
soupy green, baby.
and it was it's so inviting.
Mm.
It's like
Mm.
it's really good.
No, there's actually a lake in BC. It's like It's like bright blue, Kalamalka Lake. That's
Cal Lake
that's
is
the
so
color.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I thought of.
Yeah.
Okay.
So nice. Should we roll that intro?
Let's
Did
go.
Jen
I
go?
love
Did
that.
Jen go to
Oh,
answer?
yeah, Jen.
Oh no, I just backed up Len really
Yes.
hard.
Yes.
I do think I like the like clear sort of like aqua greeny water that you find in Canadian lakes. Super dope. But yeah, also here for the rainbow water.
Let's roll that intro.
Yeah,
Let's roll
yes,
it.
she-
Ba-da-da-doom, ba-da-da-doom, yeah, yeah, yeah. When you're stuck in quarantine and there's nothing on TV, come on down, come and see Blackwater D&D.
So hard
we're
to
back?
keep
I
us
think we're back.
together.
So good.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. Yeah.
Welcome
Big
to
shout out to
Blackwater
Cody all the
D&D.
time for just keeping us rolling when, you know, we're right here to derail. I'm going to get us back on track with some announcements. I have a bunch of them. So buckle up your butts because here we go.
Buckle.
Are you buckled? Is everyone buckled? Is this
I'm
for safety?
strapped in,
Are you
dude.
being safe? Are you being safe? Are you being
I mean, I'm
safe?
fucking
Exits are
riding
this
the
way
edge right now.
and
Are
this
you
way.
safe right now? Yeah, okay. So
Let me shoulder
safe.
check.
Thank you so much.
Give me those announcements.
Okay, so a big thank you to our sponsors, Legendcraft, a nerdy woodworking company from Calgary, and Silverwing Armory, a paper products company from Muskoka, Ontario. For all your RPG gaming needs, check them out. And if something tickles your fancy, enter the code Blackwater at checkout for a discount. We are currently in the middle of our Legendcraft giveaway. If we hit 950 followers during the session tonight, we will give away a tracker at the end of stream for anyone around in chat. So, you know, if you don't follow us and you're watching us, you should probably follow us and stick around so that you too can be part of a spell tracker giveaway. And those are,
Yeah, show
oh
them.
my goodness, gosh.
Show them they can win, Em.
Oh, okay.
From Legendcraft, a nerdy woodworking
Can win
company.
these beautiful spell trackers, steel core. I've got 2 of these, and I would love to give them both away tonight. If we get to 950, I'll give one away. If we get to 1,000, I'll give them both away. So, you know, that's just a challenge for the community. Love as always to our dice goddess Keisha. Check her out at Fairy Dragon Dice. Her commissions should be open soon, so DM her for all your math rock needs. And our artist is the incomparable Tiana Kovacevic, who we love so much. And you can find her at miss._Morstan on Instagram. All of our official art is done by her, and you should get art by her too.
Yes.
So her commissions are open. She does not have a very big list of spots. So go get
because she's
your
so
commission.
good.
Because she's
That's
so
why.
good.
So good.
And she
So
works
good.
so hard, and she's so fast. She gets
She's
your
so
art done very
speedy.
quick.
That's
Yeah.
the
So
crazy part.
fast.
Honestly,
Yeah.
we
Every
don't talk about
time.
this, but it's like, hey Tiana, here's this idea, and she's just like, yeah, done. Here you go.
Here you go. And here's oh, you have some fixes? Cool. They're done in 20 minutes. Tiana, who are you? Merchandise. So do you remember how we said our merchandise would somehow be limited edition? Fun fact, it now is. So that is a really nice lead into the reason why we've had to make the decision to close our Teespring store at this time. Teespring was one of the companies that was used quite widely to create a lot of the shirts that were worn by the Capitol insurrectionists on January 6th, 2021, so this year. Ethically, we as a company and a group can't support a company that allows violent and hateful messaging to be so widespread on their products with little to no oversight. How did nobody catch that? And don't seem to be taking any action to rectify the situation. So we've pulled our merchandise from the store and we've shut down our store. Rest assured, we are on the hunt for new vendors and we'll update you as soon as we find something. We think we have something in the works that will actually be able to give you more products like aprons and journals and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah. So I'm looking at a bunch of companies. So we're in the works about it. So another thing we're going to be doing is some of the proceeds that we have made from the profits of our merchandise, we will be donating to the Vancouver Black Therapy and Advocacy Fund because it's really important for us as people showing allyship to put our money where our mouth is. So that's something that we will be doing. So rest assured, more merch, new merch will be coming its way to you shortly. And now everything you have is limited edition. So thank you. So I've got a bunch of new announcements tonight. So for a while, you all have also been asking for a Discord, and we have been listening, and our Blackwater D&D Discord is almost ready. We are currently looking for some mods for it. So if this is something you're interested in, our Discord administrator, Queer Adventure Time, who is also a mod here on Twitch, who we love so much, so wonderful. They are going to be taking applications of sorts. So they might have already reached out to you if you've been a longtime member of our community, or if you would like to apply, whisper to them here on Twitch. Also, a huge thank you to our dear friend Casual Campbell from Fabled 42, who has helped us build and set up our server. We're so grateful of everyone's support, and it's a cool place. I'm really excited to show you all the Discord. I think it's going to be a fun time, and we're hopeful to release it maybe next week. So if you'd like to be a mod, come apply. A huge thank you to the folks who subscribe to us. Don't forget to re-up your subscriptions because they don't roll over every month, especially your Twitch Prime Gaming subscription, those ones. We've got some new emotes here, the Mishcat butt, the little heart, all designed by Tiana. And we also have a coffee. So if you'd like to support us above and beyond a subscription, type the ! Donate in the chat. And we're also just like so thankful to have you here. We've been talking about a bunch of stuff kind of behind the scenes about stuff we have going forward. One big thing that I'm going to talk about right at the end of this announcements list, but we're never really quite sure how we've made it to this point. After almost 1 year of being on the internet, we will be at like where we've been doing this for 10 months now. So in 2 months, it's going to be our 1 year anniversary of being on Twitch and streaming our game. So this is wild and crazy, and we're just so grateful to everyone who's been here because we've got some cool shit in the works and we're really, really excited about it. Lore Club. There will be a Lore Club section on our Discord as well. I'm really excited about it. I want to get involved in chronicling our history from the beginning of the campaign to now. Our amazing mod, the New Experience Network, has set up an unbelievable community lore project that I love very much. Spreadsheets, documents, color-coded. It's amazing. Type !lore and you'll find a link to get involved. I pop in every now and again, and now that we're going to have a Discord, you know what that means? Lore Club Hangouts. It's going to be great. I'm really excited. Some programming this week. We're back on Chatwater on Monday with Sean and Yanis, and we will be joined by Matt to talk all things Kokanee and see how Kokanee Lightkeeper is doing from the last time we talked to him, because it's been, a casual 30 in real life weeks since Matt has been on the show. So we're going to talk to him about that. And we'll also then be delving into the Elemental Chaos arc. And especially a lot of you have been wondering about when Kokanee became a cleric. Well, that's what we're going to talk about, because this little bit of the arc is exactly when Kokanee became a cleric. It's very exciting. It's going to be so good. So join us at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Monday. Wednesday, we are back with character development where the Suite 3 of Blackwater will be hanging out to answer questions and dole out some advice. Do you want to submit a question to us? Type !survey in the chat to be taken to our anonymous survey, where you can ask any question you like, whether it's D&D or otherwise. Also, we'll be doing something really special this week. I'm so excited about it. We're going to be doing some tarot readings for Yana and for Callie using the Adventurer's Tarot deck from Weird Works, which Jen and I both have. They're amazing tarot decks, and I love to read tarot. So I'm going to do some sweet little tarot readings. So if you like tarot, if you want to come hang out with us, I'll answer questions in the chat, walk you through a tarot readings from start to finish for our characters in our campaign. Come and hang out. Should be a good time. And finally, probably one of our biggest announcements to date. We are very, very excited to say that we are going to be running our first ever charity stream. I'm so excited. On January 27th, we are partnering with the Catherine White Home and Wellness Center, which provides services for trans and gender diverse folks here in Vancouver. They provide doctor's consultations, counseling, legal advice, and so much more. They're an amazingly inclusive and politically active organization that champions rights and equality of gender diverse folks here and across BC. We've created a one-page RPG from scratch. Myself and Sean and Tim developed it, and it's called Prom Night at Monster High. So we're really, really excited to premiere this very, very fun little RPG for you folks. And we're going to be joined, Tim is going to be running the game, and we're going to be joined by an amazing cast. Sean.
Can I say a little bit about it?
You can, go for it. Yes.
This is so great. I mean, I'm not sure how many Deadly fans we have in the audience. We never got a season 2, not yet, or whatever. But Taylor Hickson, who played Petra, is coming back.
So
Maria,
good.
who played Maria, is coming
So
back.
good.
And if you're an Order fan, Adam DeMarco. And this is some shit. Okay, this is a fucking world premiere live. If you're a fan of the Deadly Class comics and also the show, you might have noticed Paulie never showed up. We never got to him in the show. All of us in the cast were pushing the showrunners for Adam DeMarco to play Paulie in the show. We never got there, but
Dang.
I mean, this is kind of his official. But anyway, so
Official
it's like
induction.
Taylor, Maria, Adam DeMarco. We're all playing sexy teenage monsters, trying to save our prom and raise some fucking money for the Catherine White Home's Wellness. It's gonna be fucking sick.
It's gonna be super fun.
Thrilled.
It's going to be so great. So we're really hype about it. Please stay tuned to our socials for more hype, and please come join us for this wonderful session. As I said, January 27th, which is our Wednesday one-shot spot, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are hoping to raise $1,500 for them, which I think is it's an amazing, amazing project. One of the big things they have going on right now is providing laptops to a lot of their clients so that they can move their work online and continue job searching in safe ways through the pandemic. They're in just such a cool organization, and we're so excited and really honored to be working with them. So please come hang out, please come support them. And everyone who donates will receive a spiffy, beautiful copy of the RPG so you can play too, with art designed by the amazing Tiana Kovacevic, as always. So that's my announcements. Whether you're new tonight or whether you've been with us for ages, thank you so much for the support. We love you immensely. Thank you for hanging out at our table. We hope you feel welcome here, and let's play some fucking Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
All right. So, for those of you just joining us tonight, last week, Blackwater set out from Seva Illyria, deciding to cross the ice of the Korestu Sound over to the Ferric Peaks. Passing by the abandoned ships, they set their sight on an iceberg about a day out over the ice. On their way, a crack formed in the ice as a result of Letter's intermittent bonfires. This resulted in Callie and Yana falling into the water, and Yana was able to, Kokanee and Yana falling into the water, and Yana was able to quickly escape, but Kokanee was attacked by a strange, segmented, two-headed water dragon. Before it swallowed Kokanee, or attempted to swallow Kokanee, he managed to escape as the creature fled. The party decided to rest on the iceberg, where they found two mummified furbolgs frozen in the ice. After unthawing them, they discovered that they had died hunting a creature known as the Nothveli, an evil whale with a serious hunger for cattle and cattle-related races. After some frozen blood spilled into the water below, a thunderous roar was heard in the distance. When the morning came, they saw the ice had been broken apart, but they pressed on. A short ways out, they saw a large geyser every hour as it approached closer and closer. Finally, as it appeared behind them, they decided to stand their ground. As a thunderous bellow blew them back, and they did battle with the Nothveli, a creature now intent on eating Letters, a minotaur. After a dangerous fight, which saw Callie pulled beneath the water, she managed to escape as Nepenthe killed the creature. They regrouped and pushed ahead as they witnessed a massive furry dragon descend and begin to eat the corpse in the distance. So you continue to press on over the broken ice. As you continued throughout the day, it was relatively quiet. The dragon seemed to be there for a number of hours, kind of feasting on what was left of the corpse. But eventually, as the sun started getting low, it did take off and head out farther north. It did seem to take note of you, but with its belly full, it just seemed to fly away. So,
and we're like out in the middle of nowhere.
You were just now out on the open ice. You were still about probably just under a day away.
Scary.
And is it almost nightfall?
Yeah, you're getting to you've pressed on throughout the day, so it is kind of late afternoon. It's probably about like 4. So you're getting close to sundown. Probably got maybe an hour and a half.
If we make camp tonight, perhaps placing the door to the mansion a little bit off the ice might be an idea, just in case anything happens to that sheet of ice. We're not drifting or pulled anywhere. We are a little bit up.
I think we might want to push into at least some of tonight. It's probably gonna get real cold at night though. Oh damn. Yeah. No, yeah. You're right. We should camper at night. I'm just aware of like the big dog who lived underneath is gone. And so before, nature abhors a vacuum, before things move in, I feel like tonight is probably the safest time we're going to have on this ice.
That's probably true also. I don't think anything is mutually exclusive out here. I think there's a lot of unknowns, if that dragon has anything to say about it, for sure.
Dragon got a belly full, whale dead. Maybe we push on a little bit. If it gets too cold, we call her a night. But I think
Maybe we
Let's
just
see how far we can get.
We see how the cold is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I have that spell today. Let me just double check. No, I don't have that spell today. Yes, if it starts getting into the point where we're pushing past our limits, then I think we should stop.
Okay.
But then we are something I would like to do in the morning as well is I can potentially use that spell that I used to find Save Valyria. And I can see if I can find, potentially try again to see if I can find our way to Limeric.
That'd be
I can
great.
potentially ask for a path towards him. There's no guarantees that it'll work, but I can ask at least.
I think it's certainly worth a shot. Let's do it.
All right.
Well, let's push on then.
How long has it been since we set out?
You've been traveling for, I believe, about 2 days, right?
Let me check the calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
It's
real
been about.
question
Mhm.
is, how long has it been since the 4 of us cast Mage Armor?
Oh, we got to cast Mage Armor again.
Yeah.
It only
It's
lasts
been 8
6
hours into the
Yeah.
day.
It's been 8 hours. Yeah.
Mage Armor.
Mage armor.
Mage armor.
Mage armor.
It's been a day. It's at the end. So we left Seva Illyria on the morning or the midday on the 5th of Peldavin, and it is now the end of day 6th Peldavin. So we've been gone over 24 hours. We've been traveling for about a day and a half.
You kept a pretty good clip.
Yeah.
And you've managed to make it over quite a bit of the ice. So yeah, you just rested that one night. So you've made pretty good progress so far. And if you press through the night, likely you probably couldn't get there. It depends on how long you press into the night. You may be able to make it to the shore, before morning. But you're not totally sure.
I don't think we need to go through the night because we're going to be well rested once we hit the land. I just think tonight of all nights, we might want to, push a little extra.
Let's go for a few hours and see how it goes.
All right.
Okay.
You still have Death Ward on you as a note. Letters.
Thank you.
You're
But yeah, the nights are long here, Tim. There's less daylight, right?
Yep.
Okay.
They're because of where you are, kind of near the mountains, the sun goes down relatively early. But just because you're kind of fairly below the sort of the mountain ranges kind of all around, but you still have daylight for a little while. So yeah,
Okay.
you'll have a couple more hours of daylight, and then you'll be into the night, but it won't be totally dark for a while.
We hoof it.
Okay.
Pun intended, I'm sure. So you continue on, and as the sun sets, you see it is quite beautiful. Something you haven't noticed, most of the time you're either in the mansion before night fully sets in, but the northern lights illuminate the sky as it gets darker, and it's beautiful. It is quite a beautiful place, and the sky is fairly clear at the moment. You can see some clouds moving in kind of over the Ferric Peaks ahead of you. But just kind of sparse, and right now above the ice you can see a clear sky with thousands of stars and beautiful northern lights. It is pretty spectacular. At the moment there's not much wind. It is cold, but after the kind of day that you've had, it's not too bad. If you go into the night for too long, you'll probably get pretty cold, but you press on for another 5 hours or so, if you'd like to continue to go. So this puts you at you're getting close to about 9-10 o'clock.
I think 5 hours of nighttime moving, that's that. I don't need to be that ambitious. I think we're
Before we go inside, what are those? The lights in the sky.
Would I know what they are?
Make a history check.
It's a history check. Uh-oh. What do we have any bets on what we think Callie's?
And Yana, you can make a history
modifiers?
check too, because you've been in Icemead, which is relatively north.
Anyone have any modifier bets for Kelly?
That's
for her
a
history check?
natural 20, and I think I have a
Ooh.
+7 or something like that to history.
And what was yours, Callie?
It is it's a 17.
17. You've
Mine's a
heard of
30.
them. Yes. You've heard of them, but you've never seen them.
Okay.
Because of where you like the Labyrinth of Glass is more south. And it's not quite, it's more on the kind of tropical end of things. Not fully tropical, but kind of more it's more of like southern United States kind of weather. Like it's warm most of the year. Whereas, but you have heard tales of them through like some of the other paladins in your former order had been farther north and from the north, and were familiar with the lights and told of them. Tiana, you have seen them from your time in Icemeet. There was a few kind of on particularly cold nights. You would get them in Icemeet. You would see them on clear, cold nights. And a lot of the sailors took it as kind of good omen, generally for sailing when they would leave port. So yeah, you have seen them. It's there's something familiar and reminiscent of, even though it was your kind of days on the road as a fugitive. There is something quite reassuring about them.
They call them the dancing lights in Icemeet, but I've read books about them. They're called the Northern Lights. They're very pretty.
I've never seen anything like it. We never had anything like this across the desert. It would be, I mean, the clear nights were so beautiful. Often there was nothing across the dunes but endless sky. But I've never seen anything like this.
Is this gonna kill us?
You know
or
what I like
charm
about
us?
them?
No? Okay.
I don't think so.
They're not magical at all. They're just, I mean, they are in a way, but I don't think anybody created them on purpose. They just exist.
They're beautiful.
They've never hurt anyone that I've heard of.
You see them kind of ripple and move. They're quite hypnotic.
Maybe Melora made them, but I don't know.
Maybe.
There's
not. I like the idea that nobody made them and they just are beautiful anyway.
There is a lot up here that is not beautiful. But
yeah,
I like that we can share little bits like this. Remember that there is beauty in the world. Letters, you look like you don't trust them.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I feel like Garyang is being inconsistent. I feel like Garyang is trying to lull us into a sense of like, oh, it's not all bad. And I think Garyang is all bad. So I think my guess is, the shoe hasn't dropped on these dancing lights. I think they've been dancing a long time to, say everyone says this is the one thing that's good. And then wouldn't you know, we're going to be the ones who like piss off the dancing wizard of the north who's been tap dancing out this light show for a millennia, and we're gonna be part of his green pink cabaret. This is my working theory, but
Letters. Go ahead, go Kitty.
I was gonna say, I don't mind Garyang. I get that it's cold and everything's trying to kill us, but I'm gonna be honest, everywhere we've been has been trying to kill us.
That's true.
You're not wrong.
And I don't mind the cold. It's nice. I've not spent a lot of time around snow. It's sort of pretty.
Where I came from, we had one thing in the sky. It was a big rock, and it shined consistently all the time.
Sure.
This just feels decadent. The fact that you have like a night cycle and like, look, I've made my peace with stars, but I feel like I would like to go in the mansion. Yeah, like you guys can stay out here.
Oh, I'm not camping outside if I don't have to.
Yeah. Tiana is about to finish like testing the mansion, and then it takes her just like a little bit longer. Because she needed to make some changes to Letters' room.
No.
No. When you go in the mansion, you notice that like all of you can kind of see the northern lights from your room, except for Letters.
Oh,
She
okay.
wanted you to be able to see them still,
I
but she
appreciate
changed
that.
yours back.
Thank you very much, Tiana.
All right. So you all have a wonderful rest in the mansion.
Before we would go upstairs, I've got magic left today. Do we want to try and take a look in on Limeric again? I can scry on him.
Yeah.
See how he's doing?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have to go outside because I can't do it here in the mansion. I can't scry it technically
baby.
across planes.
I'll come with you. I'll come with you.
I'll come with you.
All right.
I might as well go too. Okay.
Clack, you stay inside where it's warm.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Honestly, I'm loving it in here.
So I'm going to just kind of step outside the door, set up a pretty simple circle to do the ritual.
Okay.
And I am going to scry on Limeric, please.
Yeah. You see, as your kind of like your vision kind of tunnels in, you see Limeric. At the moment, he is lying kind of in the fetal position on what appears to be a metal floor.
Metal floor. That's different, though. He was on a stone floor last time.
And he is not really moving. It looks like he's maybe sleeping. Just kind of resting.
Anything else I can pick up from the room? Sound? Anything like that?
No, it's quiet. He doesn't look well, but he doesn't look hurt, if that makes sense. Like he doesn't have any visible
like he hasn't eaten
injuries. But yeah, he is looking a little you can't really tell if he's looking pale.
Yeah,
but he is looking a little bit gaunt.
Okay. Is there any trace of like bruising, or potentially looks like there's been any type of like torture of any kind, whether through magical or physical means, that I can discern while looking at him?
Make a perception check.
Come on, Keisha. Okay, 25.
25. There looks like his clothes are ripped a bit in a couple of spots. They're kind of torn. They look like they've been ripped by something sharp. But the wounds underneath, it doesn't seem like it. They don't seem like there's any wounds underneath. Nothing massive, anyways.
All right. So I take the full 10 minutes, just like doing everything I can to just try and discern as much as I can about him. And then I guess I pop back out. He does not look physically hurt, but he looks gaunt. There are signs that, his clothes are torn. He's got nothing on him. He's on a metal floor. It's a different room than I saw him last time.
If you've got ascending left in the tank,
I've got plenty.
Last time he said something, I think he got hit by somebody. So, just be like, we're on our way. You don't have to respond to this. I know he's sleeping, so maybe we shouldn't. Nah, he'd probably want to wake up for this. Yeah, send it along.
All right, let's go and no, might as well out here while we're here. I'll send to Limeric. We're on our way, not far now. Moving as fast as we can. Stay strong. We're coming for you and Kindry. We'll find you. I promise.
You hear, after about a minute, you kind of hear thank you. That's it.
He's alive. We've got to make tracks tomorrow. We also have to be, when I would start going inside, we've also got to be aware of the peaks, the metal. If it'll affect armor and weapons.
I look at Callie.
I know. I look at Kokoni.
I can see if there is some way that I can put some sort of protection on you. In the morning, I can take a look at what I've got, but I don't know if my magic can stop magnets or simply the magnetic peak of the mountains.
What are your two's holy symbols made out of?
Mine?
Yes.
Gold.
Is that magnetic? Do you know?
To Emma's knowledge, gold has no magnetic properties.
But you weren't. They didn't specify.
Let me see. I cast magnetism on the ceiling.
Oh God.
Now I gotta pull up the magnetism spell.
Oh no.
Tim,
All
before-
ferrous metals.
just
That one is
before
specifically ferrous metals, so it does not affect the gold.
Oh, great.
But
Callie just whoops up to the ceiling.
My amulet, Tim.
Hmm?
Does it affect the chain on my amulet?
Yep.
So do I go flying up, or does it try and choke me? What's happening here?
It starts lifting up. It's not
Okay.
like the like you can feel it. You'd have to make a strength save, I believe, against your.
What is it doing currently to my chest piece?
You can feel your chest rising. You're going up on your tiptoes almost involuntarily. It is agony. It hurts.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Okay.
what happened to Callie when that happened?
You flew up into the ceiling.
Good. And now do I
took a
just
little bit of
drop to the
damage.
floor?
Yeah. So you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage from your slam, and then you fall back down.
We fail
But
here, so we don't
when
fail out there.
They spoke about the peaks. You're not sure. They specifically said metal. They did not specify. It has you were told it had a strange effect on metal. You're not sure.
Metal.
You're assuming it's magnetic, but you're not entirely sure.
Tim.
I was going to say, I'm going to go upstairs and see about making myself a leather holy symbol.
Yes.
Would you two like if I made you some as well?
Is it like a strap or like a holy symbol?
Just the shape. And then you can do as you
I
will
think
with
mine's
it.
just a shell.
Cool.
I would take one. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it.
Mine's a shell, and then I have one engraved into my armor. Tim, before we went back inside, I would just like to call command, just like short list, just be like, I love you, I'm safe. How are you?
She loves you back. She's good. They just sealed a trade deal.
With who?
With Dresda. A pretty big trade deal with Dresda. And apparently Jar got in trouble at school.
I want more. Put me on the phone. I want more about that. I want the details.
She she was told by the teacher that she was not to be using magic during the lesson, and
Oh no, I'm not laughing. She can't hear me. It's fine. I can laugh.
yes, she doesn't like to be told what to do, so she lit a book on fire. Yes, it's fine. I've spoken to the teacher and she's apologized, and I spoke with her at length, about understanding that sometimes we don't always have to like people in authority, but we have to give them some modicum of respect, at least initially.
Much respect to Kamia's parenting.
So, yes, but I'm sure it will be fine. She is, she is strong-willed, and that is an admirable trait.
Okay, tell her. Yeah, just magic outside the classroom, but I thought that was cool.
I am trying to convince Nissa to give her some lessons on the side because I think she's a bit bored. Jar, not Nissa.
Yeah, no. I think that would be good. I think that would be a good relationship for her to.
Yes, I think she has some.
For Nessa.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She is horrible with people.
Oh.
She's
So
wonderful
bad.
to have as the Archmage, but she cannot be entrusted with any kind of diplomatic discussions.
A child should be good to help with that.
Yes, I hope. Or it may just make Jar more stubborn. I don't know.
Just making a little Nissa.
It's probably gonna be that one.
But Jar has some innate magical ability, and I think it would be wise to foster that.
Yes. Oh, I miss her.
She misses you all too. But she loves hearing about what you're all doing, so I take time to tell her the stories.
You can tell her a story about we defeated a more than 500-year-old whale that liked to eat cow people.
What? That sounds absurd on its face.
Yeah, did you know that what's even more absurd than the whale itself is that letter's mood to get its attention?
Right, I guess he is
Cowfolk.
considered cowfolk. Is that okay to say, cowfolk?
I'm not sure. I should ask.
I don't know. That it feels wrong saying
It does. It does, doesn't it?
He's
a minotaur.
But they are descendant. I mean, are they descendant? I don't know. I don't really know. That's maybe something I should look into. Ask him how he would like
I will.
to be.
Also, he's been doing mind shielding me every day.
That's wonderful.
To protect me. Yeah, he's a good one.
He's a good one.
Okay. I should get into the mansion.
All right. I love you.
I love you too.
Stay warm.
I'll try. And I'd go back into the mansion.
Letters. If that comes up, Letters just has to know whether Jar put the book out after she set it on fire, like I showed her how. Like,
oh no.
I know that wasn't covered in the conversation, but like, fuck. Put Jar on the phone. Let me talk to her.
I would have talked to her if I didn't think it was past her bedtime.
It's definitely past her bedtime.
Yeah, sure.
I'll talk to her when we get to Wolverine. I'll talk to her.
All right. Was there any other business you'd like to take care of before you're going to make those holy symbols? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try to make 2 holy symbols, and then I'm going to try to chat with my god and bless one of them.
Okay. I will have you make a tinkering check.
Yeah, dude.
Religion check.
Advantage on the tinkering. That's what do you want? What roll do you want for tinkering this?
This would be, we'll say wisdom, because it's a religious object, and we use wisdom for religion.
Sure. Let me 17 to make the holy symbols.
Yep. Yeah, you make them no problem. It's pretty straightforward. It's a pretty simple kind of leather work with a bit of flourish, but you managed to make them in, but an hour.
I'm not trying to make anything fancy, just usable in case our holy symbols don't work. And then that'll be a 21 for the religion check.
Nice. So yeah, as you are, it happens as you're crafting it. You can feel yourself endow the divine magic that you've been able to tap into. It flows through you as you're making the object itself. The act of making it itself endows it with that kind of holy energy. And you are able to make a fully functioning holy symbol for yourself.
Great. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just look around and see if I can, obviously I'm worried that casting magnetism was incredibly painful. And I don't love the idea of going flying towards a mountain, but I like less that the heart goes flying towards the mountain and I don't come with it. So I'm going to see if I can fashion some sort of chest strap or something, just like essentially like a belt that I can put around my chest
Okay.
Just so that,
a
like,
harness.
just as long as so that it's not coming out of
Yeah.
me, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know if I need to actually make something for that, or if I literally just like take a belt.
Yeah, you can fashion a couple of belts, and you kind of loop it around, and you make sure that the metal buckles on your back, so that there is at least something magnetic kind of on your back that would travel along with it.
Yeah, I think that's. I don't want to use it, but ideally, it's better than the alternative. And then I will go find my wife.
All right. You find Nepentha.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't know if it's. I quite got the likeness, but I think it should do in a pinch.
Thank you, darling. It's, well, as you know, it's more about a holy symbol could be anything. It is about the faith you imbue into it. How are you feeling about
Like,
what we'll face? I mean, more in general as well, of course, but
I'm good. You know, as I said, I like the cold. It's nice up here. The stars are pretty, and you know, I've never been the best like social situation person. And having everything sort of straightforwardly wanting to kill you is far less stressful than the people who sort of smile at your face while holding a dagger.
yes.
So I was a lot less comfortable with like in the throne room with Fildo than I am here.
Perhaps that is where we are two halves of the same coin. I would much rather trust my insight and my ability to talk to people than I would if you put me one-on-one with anything. Not that I think that I'm not competent. I know I'm very competent indeed. I killed a bone devil myself. I am very competent. But when you grow up moving and breathing with 150 other people as if you are one unit, you learn a thing or two about people.
You aren't wrong. That was something that I was not lucky enough to have, and I'm sort of playing catch up at this point. But that's okay. You know, some people are good at other things. I've, you know, maybe not the best at talking to queens and manipulative bards, but you know, not bad with a gun. So that's 10 points, I guess.
I mean, I'm your wife, but I think you're wonderful at conversation. You're very interesting. You're kind, compassionate. And yes, you're a very good shot, amongst many other things.
Thank you. That's
You're welcome.
It's very sweet. Now, I am certainly worried about a mountain pulling my heart out of my chest and me dying. That part I'm not super stoked on, and I'm going to be honest. That one seems sort of scary, and I have no idea how to avoid that.
I've seen your heart ripped out of your chest once. I would rather not see that again.
Yeah, Letters almost did it by not at his fault, but that almost
Yes.
like that really hurt today, and that's not a mountain, you know?
Darling.
Yeah.
Would you mind if I just took a look at the plate?
Yeah, sure.
I've obviously seen it many times, but see if there's any tear or anything. So like the plate on his chest it's not necessarily fused with the skin, but it's a part of him, obviously.
Yeah. It is the way that it is. You can see, like, it's not like there's a clear, like, hard line between like skin and metal. It does kind of like some of the skin has kind of naturally kind of formed over it slightly more. Like it's not like a perfect circle, but it is kind of, you know, about yay big.
Is it smaller or bigger than the previous plate, which was adamantium, if I remember correctly?
It is, I think it was, yeah. And it is about the same size.
Okay.
It's essentially replaced that hole. But this, instead of being just a solid plate, you can see there are inner workings. You can see there's kind of like concentric circles and cogs that are kind of moving together. So there is kind of a slight movement to it. You can't see all the way inside, but you can tell that like it's more of a working machine as opposed to a cage in his chest.
Darling, I am obviously not. While I know the magic of life and death, the magic that surrounds the technology and the science and the crafting and the innovation that Arethis gives you is obviously more your purview than mine. Are you able to cast the spell divination? It's a fourth level spell.
I am. That I am.
Have you ever cast it before?
No.
It is a wonderful way to ask for an omen, a premonition, knowledge, without necessarily something as formalized as a ritual like communing would be, which I don't think you are able to do yet. I'm not sure. But if you ask Arethis, it can often be about an event that is going to happen within a week. Perhaps she might be able to give you some insight about how to prevent your heart being pulled from your chest.
I actually can commune.
You can commune?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. If you like, I'm happy to be present during your ritual.
Do I need to prepare that? Or if it's a ritual, I can just do it?
You have to prepare it.
Yeah, okay. Tomorrow then.
It's quite simple. All it is incense and holy water. That's it. I think it would be worth asking. She may know.
It's not a bad idea. I'll have a look about doing it in the morning.
I am going to try and have my prayers around the holy symbol you've made me, so to see if that will be an adequate substitute for her grace. If it's not, then well, we go on faith. And we hope that gold doesn't attract to whatever it is. And if I lose it, well, then we go from there.
I was going to say at least you still have your gun, but I think that would also be gone pretty quick at that point.
Oh, goodness grace, I forgot about that for a moment.
Yeah,
yes, I should probably put the gun in the bag.
Yeah.
What of your gun?
I believe it will have to go in the bag as well.
Right.
I think basically everything is going to have to go in the bag.
Right.
But that's okay. I'll beat the witch up with my 8 strength.
I punch him in the arm. I'm sorry, darling. I'm sorry, darling, but my punches pack more the punch than yours.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I have 18 con though, Tin, so it didn't hurt that bad. I just know that I couldn't do it.
Well, come on, let's get to bed. It's going to be an early start.
Tim, before everyone goes off to bed, Kelly would have grabbed Clack for help.
Yeah.
Clack, I need your help with something.
Yeah, what do you need?
We're gonna go to the library, and I'm gonna also bring Cody and Yanis. And I would like to imagine that there's a chalkboard somewhere in the library.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna probably make that happen.
I'm gonna pull it to the side, and I'm gonna draw a mountain, and then I'm gonna draw a magnet, and then I'm gonna draw stick people, and I'm gonna be like, okay, so a mountain that pulls metal things towards it isn't that bad for me, at least, in the sense of I can take
He kind of knocks on the
I know rock really well, but I also know a little bit about metal.
I know. But I can take it off, and I can take it off, and I can take the sword and the armor off. But then that means I'm just going in with nothing.
Yeah, that's probably not ideal, hey?
So Cody and Yanis and you and me, we're just gonna. I'm looking for a book with about magnets.
I need Yana to make a just a straight intelligence check.
So it's made out. The mansion's made out of my brain.
Yeah.
So
Callie doesn't know that.
Okay. With a straight intelligence check, that's a 21.
Okay. It takes a little bit of looking, but you do find a small book about magnets.
Yeah, it's right here. It says magnets, and then it talks about different
Shaped
metals
like a
that are,
magnet.
ferrous, iron, steel, kind of being the most common. And then there's nickel and selenium and bismuth and I don't know. The list kind of trails off after that.
What if we like? Oh,
wait. There's more here. 1 second.
Callie's just drawing on the chalkboard, and now there's like a stick person like flying towards the mountain.
My manganese. Probably don't have to worry about that. Zinc. Oh man, Gorge loves zinc. That reminds me, I gotta get some zinc for Gorge.
Zinc for Gorge.
Asking me to pick some up, and I forgot.
There's a grocery list on the chalkboard now.
Yeah, there is.
Neodymium, which I don't think you need to worry about, but that one's very strong. It's a rare earth metal. It's very, very magnetic. Very dangerous.
I just don't know how to get through this the safest way possible.
I don't know. Can you avoid the mountains? I mean, how strong is it?
I don't know how strong it is, I don't know anything about the mountain or the. Kelly's gonna start writing up a pros and cons list on the chalkboard.
Maybe just stay here in the mansion. Don't go.
Don't go. That's in prose. If we don't go, friends might die.
Sticks? Are there any sticks? Like, do you know how to use a stick?
I know how to use a stick. There's nothing we can coat ourselves in to cover the metal, is there?
If we had some gravel, I could put gravel over you. I probably wouldn't stick, though.
A gravel coating. I would like to imagine that Callie just falls asleep in the library with Clag. Just like notes and books everywhere, the chalkboard, the pros and cons list, the grocery list, the drawings, that I'd like to imagine that's where everyone found her.
Absolutely.
And Clack in the morning.
Okay. So you all come to in the morning. Oh, actually, Neppy, I'll have you make your religion check for your.
Be some beautiful prayers accompanying that. Very gracious, very reverent. 27.
27. Yes, you absolutely. You feel that kind of divine energy. As you like your proximity to your goddess, you are able to easily kind of endow objects as holy symbols.
And as the last part of my prayer, Your Grace, I know that until we get to him, there is not going to be much that we can do to help Limeric. But please keep him in your sights for safety. Please bestow blessing to him. Simply because he deserves more. He deserves more than to be stuck there for the rest of his days, treated like an animal for someone's curiosity and enjoyment. Thank you.
Okay.
That would be it.
All right. So you all come to in the morning and make your preparations for the day, and you head out onto the ice once again.
Oh, we love a full
I would like
health.
to commune so quickly first, if that is all right.
Absolutely. Yeah. So as you step out, you kind of
Mage
before
armor.
you step out.
Mage armor.
Charmer.
Mage armor.
And before we step out, I could say, Callie, come here, Callie. I'm gonna do my fucking mind blank. Keep her brain safe. It's basically a helmet made of my thoughts to protect your thoughts.
It's really sweet.
So sweet.
I'm going to start the day by casting Death Ward on Kokanee.
Guys, do I keep my armor on when we get near the mountain?
If you feel the pull, we stop.
I
And
am.
you take it off.
I imagine it's not like an instant thing, like where everything's fine and then all of a sudden everything's super bad. I imagine it sort of slowly builds up, like getting closer to a magnet. So we will see, I guess.
We have time. We're still a little while out. And I can I can try and find a path to him. But we'll do that once we set out.
Okay. What would you you set up your commune ritual?
Yeah.
And you feel yourself kind of you feel almost like you're present kind of in the workshop in a way. It's not sort of a direct visual, but you have the kind of same sensations of being in Arathas's workshop. And you hear that kind of ringing of a hammer. What would you like to ask?
Hey, Arathas. It's me, Kokanee Lightkeeper. It's good to see you, however this is. I guess first question, how have you been? All's well?
You just hear back. I've been well. I feel myself growing stronger every day.
Good. Glad to hear it. Second question. When you pray, are you supposed to keep your eyes closed, or because like I've never really done this, I guess, before you, and nobody really taught me, so I'm just so curious about that.
You don't need to close your eyes.
Okay.
Prayer doesn't have to be so formal.
Great. This feels better to me. Third thing, if I go near those mountains, are they gonna pull my heart out?
It's kind of a beat. You hear the hammer ringing out and then stop. I would be careful. Do not venture deep within the mountains. But you should be all right.
Great. Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time to answer these questions for me.
All right. You kind of come back to in the mansion.
So good news, folks. Arathas said that I should be okay and won't die as long as I don't go like super far into the mountains. Which is better than, yes, you're going to die if you go near them.
It's true.
I thought last night, came to me in a dream, that retriever was a subterranean individual, got at Yana and whatnot in a cave underneath the ground. There may be a reality which we go under the mountain. Now, I don't necessarily have tunnel detection directly beneath me, but if we do have some way of finding out there's a tunnel beneath us or near us, I can dig us to it. Just thought.
Well, we've got to get across the rest of the ice first before there'll be any form of tunneling.
Yeah. Maybe we give tunnels a shot, because maybe it disrupts the magnetic pull of the bad mountain.
It might. Though, from my talking with Clark and when we've been chatting, isn't Generally, concentration of ore tend to get more as you go deeper underground.
Yeah, that's sort of general wisdom.
So we want to go over the mountains then. We want to
Yes.
fly
Well,
in. We
I
want to
mean-
hot
And like
drop it.
you can now see, like you can from where you are, you have a better view of the island, where the Ferric Peaks are, and you can see the mountain range kind of extends quite a ways to the right. But the left-hand side, there is like the mountain range kind of bends around, and there is what looks like kind of a snowy slope up next to it, and there are some you can now see trees kind of dotted over those slopes. It's a little bit wider. It's not a huge tract of land, but you can see it kind of like heads up and around.
That's our business. We want them trees.
I have a thought. It's a very dangerous one.
Oh, hell yeah.
And as someone who likes to be generally prepared, these thoughts, I'm going to say it once, and then I'm going to leave it. We fed that dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dragons are intelligent creatures, generally.
Do you want to make friends with the dragon?
I can speak Draconic.
I can speak Draconic.
Then there's two of us.
Do you want me to write a message to the dragon? Being like,
Nope. As I told you, dangerous thought. I'm keeping it very reined in for right now.
well, I mean, let's bat this around because I can skywrite lickety split. I could say, hello, Mr. Dragon. If you like that whale, I hope you like the taste of witch. There's a good chance that the dragon dislikes the witch we're after.
There is also a potential chance that that dragon is... I remember the white dragon from Caradoc. They are more beastly, more feral than the other dragons. We have no idea if this dragon is in any way, even anywhere close to neutral.
It is also possible that the dragon is friends with the witch, as they have both cohabitated up here for a long period of time, or is the witch.
Sounds like this to me. Dragon is on the pro-diplomacy list, the very short list of Garyang pro-diplomacy. If the dragon comes up, we try to talk to the dragon because we can.
Mm-hmm.
And we at least gave it a big yum. And so that might us won us some points.
Because I imagine if the dragon and Halora are not on good terms, then perhaps it could be at least helpful in transporting us there or assisting us.
Yeah. Well, let's make tracks and see if that dragon shows up again. Yeah?
All right.
Let's make tracks.
Does anyone have anything they wish to put in the bag at this venture?
Here's
right
my
now?
hammer.
Okay. Please make a note that you have that in the bag. I will
Okay.
keep a note. I can keep a note that I have it in the bag, but it's 2 brains better than 1.
I got you. Oh, and my Sailor Moon ring. That is my
Okay.
whole suit of armor.
Oh, yeah, that's reasonable.
Should I put the bag in the bag?
What, your bag of stuff?
Yeah. The iron bands are
The iron
probably-
bands should go in.
Yeah.
So we have the Emerald
I
Twilight.
think the Wand of Wonder is okay. Or the Staff of Wonder is okay.
Yeah, that's
think
probably
it's cool.
fine.
It's made of magic, not metal.
Yeah.
It's made of pure friendship, Clark.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put in
Why it never runs out.
what my wedding ring would be metal, wouldn't it?
Yeah, most likely.
You can't
but
take
I
off your wedding
believe
ring.
It's white.
That means you're divorced.
Or platinum.
That's not true.
That's not true.
How it works.
I don't know much about marriages, but that's not true.
No, it's only on as long as the ring's on, right?
Hold
That's
on.
how that works.
But
Yeah.
they also have
Still
magic
married?
tattoos, so I
Still
think they're
married.
okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I think your wedding ring is okay to wear because I believe it is.
Hold on, I like this bit. Yana, do you know about the matching tattoos
Oh,
over
do
my
I?
heart? I don't know. This is why I said this is a good
We
bit.
did
I
have
thought
a
we all-
slumber party. You had
I thought we all
you
knew
need to
about
tell
it.
me. Jack told me, so.
Heck, when did you see my matching tattoo?
Yeah, I didn't see it. It was described to me by someone.
Ooh.
There's a leak.
You see his like
Command
as he
us.
says that, his eyes go wide and he goes,
I can't say.
I'm gonna.
I shouldn't have said anything.
I'm gonna
Hold on.
put a ring in the bag that's not just a distraction for Callie. Yana's gonna take off her ring that makes her finger disappear and put it in the bag because she doesn't want to lose that.
Clack, I love you, and I have 2 options for you. You can tell me,
I said
or I can cast Stone of Truth and know.
no, please. I'm not supposed to tell. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm stupid. Caught up in the bed.
Clark, you can just walk out of the zone of truth. It's in an area, so you can.
You can try to walk out of the Zone of Truth, and I'm going to intimidate Clack.
Callie's
Okay.
Callie's not going to hurt you, Clark. She loves you
Strength
deeply.
or charisma.
I'm gonna toss my gun, my sword, my shield, my brass holy symbol, and my bag in the bag of holding.
I'm gonna hold on to my amulet for as long as possible, because otherwise I become very squishy.
That's a 21.
Oh,
you don't have to tell everyone,
no,
but
you
you can
can't
tell just
say
me.
anything because I gave it away. It's a surprise, okay? Someone commissioned something for you, and it's a surprise. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, I'm gonna
Somebody
check
you
that.
know
I'm gonna
intimately.
insight check that.
Make an insight check.
Yana, so Yana's ring is going in.
It's a 22.
Go ahead.
22. You see, as he's saying that, he goes, "Someone you know intimately."
Okay.
And if you tell her that I said anything,
I won't tell you. I was making sure that it wasn't
you,
another
Callie.
pet. Clack.
He's gonna make
When you said
he rolled a 3.
I was making sure that it wasn't a pet she was telling you.
Oh, it's
Another
not.
pet. I know. Okay. I'll leave it alone.
Please don't say. Please act surprised when it's done.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll make a performance check for I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, make a deception
I got
check.
you in trouble, Clack.
No,
Oh,
it's not my
deception?
fault. I got carried
That's
away.
That's
I'm not good
a
at secrets.
27.
27. Yeah, he believes you.
My wedding ring is made of my ring, the seal locking the chained oblivion in the abyss. Copper?
Believe so. Yeah.
It is copper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna keep that on.
Okay.
I would like to keep my sword with me for as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And my armor.
Your armor's keeping you warm, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Speaking of, as you're all out on the ice, I will need you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
How much of my armor is metal since it's dragon scale?
no!
There is some metal binding.
Okay.
It'd be steel.
Buckles and straps and stuff.
Yeah.
And mine's at advantage because of the cold resistant armor.
Where's-
Okay, pretty. Wow. Well done, me.
How's 15?
15, you're fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank Christ.
Yep. You're okay.
20.
20. You are, even though you're out on the ice, you've gone a bit farther south, and this area is not quite as cold.
Lovely.
I got it.
As where you were.
The
24.
only I was just gonna mention the only thing I didn't from my bag toss away was I'm gonna hold on to my whip.
Okay. You're going to hold on to your whip.
We haven't seen that bad boy come out yet.
Real Indiana
I've-
Jones.
I've never
Yana?
used it.
I rolled a 9.
Everyone
Okay.
added my
So
plus
you
4.
you suffer 1 point of exhaustion, even though it is a bit warmer. You are just hit with the cold, and you weren't kind of expecting it as you kind of pull your cloak close around you.
23.
Yeah, you're okay. All right. So you head towards the Ferric Peaks and the shoreline ahead. Because of your travel overnight, it'll probably only take you 3 or 4 hours to get there. I'll have whoever is leading. Actually, you can all make a group perception check as you're moving.
I'll cast guidance on myself before I do that.
Yep. It's a 7.
I rolled a 3, which makes it a 2.
18. I rolled very poorly.
I got a natural 20 plus 7, so 27.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. All right. And what was yours, Kokanee?
6 plus 8 is 14.
Okay. So yeah, you can see there is Nepenthe, you notice that the shoreline itself seems to be kind of jagged. It's difficult to kind of tell at this distance, but you can see it's not like a smooth shoreline. There seems to be quite a bit of debris. Callie, you get a better sense. You notice two things. You can see the shoreline, the kind of jagged nature of the material. It looks like it's maybe metal, kind of built up, and you can see it like surrounds most of the like from what you can see of the shoreline. It just seems that like whatever kind of metal debris has just like slowly sort of amassed. You also notice in the distance behind you, as you kind of glance over your shoulder and take a look out on the horizon, you can see what looks like the massive dragon a ways back, closer to the iceberg, kind of circling a bit, just doing like a pretty wide kind of arc. It doesn't look like they'll get all the way to you. They'll get closer to you, but it's just kind of doing a kind of a big wide arc. It's relatively high up.
The dragon is circling back there.
Do you think this is its territory? I mean, it's obviously its territory. I wonder how far it goes.
Not sure. I don't think it will get to us. I think it will get closer though.
Unless we want me to send it a message in skywriting, I say we just keep on trucking.
Keep marching.
I'd also point out the metal.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, she points it out, and as you see, you can see the sun kind of glinting off of some like bits of the metal that are collected up on the shore.
Now, something I can do, I did prepare today. I can use the thing that I did to find Seva Lyria, but I can try and center it on where I saw Limeric in my scry. I saw
Yeah.
I think that's a really good idea.
All right. I'm gonna cast Find the Path.
Okay.
And I'm gonna center it to where I saw Limeric in my scry.
Okay. As we discussed last time, it's not totally how the spell works. It's a fixed location, not a person.
Then I wasn't doing it on Limeric. I was doing it on the room.
Right, but like
And I
with
saw him
scry, you're scrying on someone. Like
Okay.
I described the metal floor as like you get a sense of it, but it's not
Okay.
like you're familiar with the location.
It's out of focus.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then
Yeah, because it's something, a fixed location that you are familiar with in Find the
Okay.
Path, and you are not familiar with this.
Okay. Would I know that enough to not cast it, or are you gonna will I burn the slot?
No, I'll say you would know that, like as
Okay.
you as you start to kind of like lay it out, you realize that it's not going to work.
I don't know enough about it. It was different before because I'd seen it and I'd seen the path there through the divination, but I didn't. The ways of her grace, I don't think I'll be able to do that again. So
No
we
worries.
just have to.
If we're voicing plans that I guess aren't the best in ways of safety, I've had the same one this whole time that we've been trying to find this place. We've done it before. What if we get taken on purpose?
Oh, almost like what we did in Banwich.
I like
We
that
know we
much
can.
better than
We know we
teleporting.
can. We know we can do it, and it will take us right there, and it will be faster than us trying to find it.
What about, put it this way, if we're getting seen by one of the retrievers, the retriever can't take all of us. And I doubt Alora does any of her own dirty work.
Well, that may be part of a problem because as soon as the retriever figured out that Clock and I were strong enough, it left.
Right.
It didn't stay to try and take us. So
we'd have to like split up and look vulnerable. I mean, with all of our stuff in the bag.
Well, I would look the most vulnerable if I put my metal stuff in the bag.
You're huge.
You're still very scary.
You're very scary, even without
I feel
your
like
armor on,
I am
Kelly.
pretty vulnerable.
Black.
No, I'm just saying, like, from a visual standpoint, I would say I'm one of the more vulnerable looking folks here.
Yeah, that's
Also
what makes them
me.
so surprising. It's what gives them the edge. So you don't expect it.
She likes oddities. She has a changeling. We know that. She has a warforged. We know that.
Do you
I
have an
think
ASMR?
I think this is one where we don't want to be captured. I'm gonna say I feel like Barnwich, we had fellows on the inside. Remember those two gentlemen that we had on our side? This is just big robot spiders who Yana said were not gentle with their cargo.
No.
I think we got a direction. We're walking to it. I think walking in on our own strength is better than getting walked in by metal spider.
All right.
Also, another thought as I was thinking that when we were going to Barnwich, I was a rat. And I don't know the rules on the magic with polymorphing, but if we're an animal, is there metal on us?
All your
It is-
stuff is with you.
But would it pull us towards the mountain?
No, because it's changed for the moment.
So if we change us,
You were a rat in my pocket.
I was a rat in your pocket, yeah.
I can only change one of us.
I'd say the one who has the metal heart is the one to be changed.
That's my worry about getting captured, is that if we get captured and then carried too close to those mountains, I die.
How do you feel about being a rat, Kokanee?
Wait, no, don't turn him into a rat.
No,
Turn him
no.
into
You
a
could be
fucking
a
gorilla
mammoth.
or a polar
You could be
bear.
a
Yeah,
mammoth.
You
turn
could
him
be
into
a mammoth.
mammoth.
I've seen those now.
Hold on, let me do a little bit of thinking on what animal I'd like to be, and I'll
What
get
animal
back
do
to
you
you.
think you would be? 2 questions. I know this is really important, but what animal do you think you would be, and what animal should you be right now?
We're
Those are two
walking.
Are you, ask,
we're
are you,
walking
ask,
as
are you,
yeah,
are you
yeah,
asking
yeah.
this to everyone what animal they would be?
Yeah. What animal would you be?
I'd like to believe that I'd be an owlbear.
That's
I
cute.
would a black panther, but not up here. I'd probably go for more of like a white leopard type creature, but a cat.
Like
I
a
think
snow
for-
leopard.
Yes, probably for obvious reasons. It seems fitting.
What GV letters?
Like a lizard, like a
I didn't see that coming.
like
Neither.
one of the ones with like the frills.
Oh.
Um,
There's many of those in the desert.
yeah, one of those. I think that like they bite and are pretty quick. I think I sit pretty snugly in lizard, right? I'm in
Yeah.
lizard country.
Yeah.
What would you be? Clark?
Probably like a worm, maybe. Big worm.
A big worm?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like one of the ice worms?
I was thinking more like a dirt worm.
A dirt worm? Like an earthworm? Those are pretty small.
Yeah, but like a big one.
a big earthworm?
Really,
Oh,
yeah,
that
like in
makes
the
it.
scar.
Have you
Yeah,
thought
like
about
really big worms.
Oh.
like a mole?
Oh no, moles are gross. Oh
Yeah,
no,
dude.
no. No, we have moles there too, and they got weird noses.
Yeah, star.
No.
No, the
Worm.
worm.
That's where it's at.
That's pretty cool. A big worm.
Darling, what would you be?
I think I like the idea of. I've seen these a couple times. Back in the Almond K, I don't mind the idea of being a giant sand scorpion. But what I'd like to be probably here to make sense would the mammoth seems like a good choice.
And right on top of you. So I don't lose concentration. That's the only reason.
Before you cast that,
I would be a dog,
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
if
What type
anyone
of
was
dog?
wondering.
A type of dog.
I was wondering.
You know, like those wolfhounds, like in Wolfreen, the big ones that
Yeah.
are like kind of black and gray. Those ones, yeah. Sorry,
Very cool.
sorry. Go on.
No, I was just thinking that if we need to scale those peaks, a mammoth may not be able to scale those peaks. Good creature, very probably good in a fighting
make you a-
situation.
What about
A goat,
what about a polar bear?
Big eagle.
I've seen mammoths one time. I
An
imagine
owl.
they look pretty strong. They're probably decent jumpers.
Well, let's get started. Should we get? Do we polymorph?
Yeah. No. Let's
Not
no.
yet.
We don't do. We until we hit a problem.
Right.
We don't do anything.
Going to be entirely reactive. All right.
We don't
Clyde
know
also
how
kind of
soon
leans over and
it'll
goes,
happen. We don't have it.
We're still on the ice. Mammoths
Yes.
are pretty big.
That's
Maybe
true.
let's wait.
See, you
That's
figured
true.
out ice pretty quick, Clack.
Clack.
Oh yeah.
As
Know
we
your
keep
enemy.
walking, Yana would ask many questions of a similar vein. If we were ice cream, what flavor would you be?
So you continue your journey as
You'll
you
cut
get
out.
pretty close. You're starting to get
Fair
pretty
amount.
close to the shore. I'll have whoever is in the lead to make another perception check.
I will
think
take a
near
peek.
the front.
Okay.
Can more than one
Guidance?
of us?
Callie and,
I'll take a peek.
Neppy can make perception checks.
I'm perceptive now. Oh, there goes a D20 on the floor again.
25.
Nice.
With
Nice.
guidance.
It's my only D20.
Just have one.
No, because the other two are also on the ground. Mish likes to play with my dice, and they're the ones that are shaped
Mish.
most circular. So that's going to be 24.
Okay, so you both see now you can get a better sense of the metal. It looks like kind of twisted bits of metal. It's difficult to make out exactly what it is. It looks like there may be old bits of armor. There looks like there's pieces from ships. Just kind of general debris that has just slowly kind of pulled its way onto the shore, creating this kind of like, mound, like almost like a wall of sorts, just like loosely around the coastline. And you see, you can see some of the metal just behind the kind of main mound seems to be moving a little bit, kind of moves along, and it's
The metal is moving.
You can see it move a little bit. Yeah.
How far away?
You're not that far away now. You're maybe 15 minutes. Like you've got
Yeah.
a few hundred feet.
The metal is moving. Does it look like it's being pulled up the mountain, or where does it look like
It's
being pulled?
moving like along behind the wall.
Do you see that?
Yes.
The metal's moving.
Yes.
Is it being pulled like around, or is it just like?
It just moves, like you can see it's like, imagine there's like a wall here behind it. You can just see like a bit of metal like kind of moving along and then stopping. It kind of moves along.
Do you think that's where the magnetism starts?
I think it might be.
I think that's a big hermit crab hiding
I
in
have
metal.
no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I wish I had any sort of guess.
Do we want to go say hi?
Yes.
Keep your yes.
I mean, I
What?
can do I can do a flyby, the classic bit.
I don't think we should go in single person
I
anywhere.
think we just walk
here.
over.
Oh, I'm so high. I'm so high. We can walk
Yeah,
over.
we'll just walk over and say hi.
Okay, just walk over
Are
and say hi.
you stealthing, or are you just going to going hot?
I think we just walk over and say
I
hi.
think we're just going hot.
Okay.
I didn't
So
like
you
that fix.
you get up to the edge of the wall, and you see the creature. Like as you get close to the wall, the creature kind of turns around and starts moving over top of the wall, and you can see what looks like a massive, almost like a lobster, huge,
getting no-scoped it.
massive pincers, and you can see its whole shell is covered in armor. And as it kind of like starts coming towards you over the wall, you see two more kind of like their antenna kind of go up, and they're probably
Oh,
15
tits.
feet away on either side. What would you like to do?
Does it look like they are armored, or does it look like they have crafted this little armor for themselves? Like I'm a because like those crustaceans that put things on their shell to make it
is
pretty.
very much like that. You can see that
Okay.
it is like kind of ramshackle. There's bits of armor and like jagged bits of metal. It's all different kinds. As you can see, like one of the other has like a piece of metal that it was like holding over its head. As they're also kind of cresting.
Can we give them an offering?
Is it Tamatoa from Moana?
smaller Tematoes. Just as
little
glamorous.
Tematoes.
Just as glamorous.
Can we give them an offering of some kind?
We can give them the thing, not
You can
the
see
reason
it is
not to
heading
come near
towards
us.
Callie.
She's shiny and full of metal.
I am shiny and full of metal. My wedding ring's not on me though, so fuck you.
Can I minor illusion, like just like a suit of armor, like off to the side of Callie?
Yep, you minor illusion the metal. You can see its antenna kind of drop and are like feeling along the ground towards Callie still.
How far away are they?
Basically one.
Can you turn her?
This one is like 10 feet away from you. Like it's getting very close. So
that's too close.
Can I go up, Letters? Can I go up?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna cast Fly on myself and Callie.
Okay, so you see like as you fly up, you can see it's like its antenna kind of like aimed towards the sky, and it kind of moves. It like you can see the other two have now come down as well, and you can see their antenna kind of moving about towards all of you.
Callie, draw their attention away from the rest of the gang. You're so shiny.
I'm gonna start clanging on my metal.
Okay, so you do go down a little lower.
A little lower, yeah.
Okay, so how far above them are you?
I don't think these things can jump. I've made this mistake in D&D before where I don't think things can jump and I'm too low, but I don't think they can jump. They're big crabs.
Yeah, they're like big lobsters.
Big lobsters. How tall are they?
They're large, so they're like they're
Large.
long. They're like they're long. They're pretty long. They're probably like 12 feet from like end of maybe 15, like end of claw to end of tail.
And there's three of them.
They're probably only 5-6 feet high.
How long do their armies look? Their little arms.
Their reach doesn't look terribly long. Their claws are pretty big, so it's like it looks a little cumbersome. It doesn't look like it could reach you much past 5 feet.
I would love to gauge it and go just out of their reach, just like a cat.
Okay, cool. So you're about 10 feet above them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Works. I think if they can't jump.
Take the dodge action. Just in cases.
She's already something happens. I need you to
Not that good at D&D, Sean.
yeah, it's gonna use they're all gonna use it actually. So I need all of you to make 3 strength saving throws.
All of us?
All of you.
Oh
'Cause you're
boy.
all within 25 feet of it.
Oh, but I'm so high.
And we're
Oh,
not
you're
in
still up, hey?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
coming
and you
down.
don't
I'm
have
not
any-
shiny.
I don't think you have any metal on you anyway, so it's
No.
and we're not in range of Callie, I guess, because she's trying
No.
to draw them away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to do my thing where I put myself in danger and it doesn't work.
No, hit me first. No, hit me first. Classic Blackwater. Oh shit.
I would love
Okay.
to.
Tim,
Like
you
to
said
know.
there's 3 of them and they're 15 feet long. Tim, that's 45 feet of lobster. That's too much lobster.
hasty.
Too much
Hasty.
That's a lot of
Lobster.
lobster.
Be dinner though.
14, natural 1, and an 18.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah.
Got an 8, an 8, an 11, and a 15.
15, 17, 7.
Okay.
Fuck.
Or
Strong.
I got 22, 24, and 25.
Okay, so Callie, you feel the magnetic pulse, but you manage to kind of pull up against it. You watch as Yana, Nepi, and Kokanee fly through the air as you feel this magnetic pulse emanate from all of them. Nepi and Kokanee, you fly and adhere to the back of the one on the left, as you feel your body just like, and you feel all the bits of metal like clinging to the shell of this thing. Yana, you fly to the one in the middle that was kind of right underneath Callie, and the one on the right is kind of like turned. You're all restrained.
Oh. Restrained means that attacks are at disadvantage, or we can't make attacks.
I think it's just a disadvantage. Let me double check though. I always mix up restrained.
Can I say something to my friends that I'm with right now, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to kill them?
I don't think we have to be delicate with the big magnet crabs.
Okay.
They're still sort of cute.
Nope.
Yeah. Your speed comes 0. Attack rolls against the creature have
advantage, and our attacks have disadvantage.
Yeah,
Well,
Our city, y'all.
Tits. Okay.
Okay. Well, all right.
I'm mapping it out for myself.
Are we in initiative or
let's roll initiative?
Now that we're stuck
Just in case. Those of you who are restrained, it will be although I guess it's not technically a dexterity check, although it kind of is. So I'm going to say your initiative is a disadvantage.
Oh, great.
How fun.
What a delight.
Uh, 25 to 20.
25.
25. 20 to 15.
18.
18.
19.
19 for Iana.
Who's lower? Who's lower? Friendly neighborhood clerics. Who is lower?
All right, and Neppy and Kokanee, what are yours?
9.
3. I mean, I rolled a 3 and a 2, so my +1 to initiative just comes out to a nice, sweet old 3. Classic Neppy.
Also, Clack manages to resist the pull.
Good man.
Bless that
that's
sweet boy.
As he's like kind of holding the staff, kind of waiting to see what you guys do. All right, so Letters, you are up first.
So these crabs, they're all 15 feet long. Are they all bunched up together? Or?
Yeah, they're pretty much next to each other at this point. They're about 5 feet in between each of them, but they're
okay. And they got my friends strapped to their backs.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, that's just not awesome. Ooh. Oh, here's an idea. Oh no, that hits my friends as well. Why you gotta put them on my friends, Tim? All right, I'm just gonna start in hot. I'm gonna try to steel wind strike these crabs because I can hit each of them individually. I don't like where these guys are going. I'm gonna hit the one. This is the one that doesn't have
spell attack, right?
It is.
Okay, cool. Yep. Just so I know.
I just don't like the way you're talking
to the
about
one that
Tim.
nobody has.
16.
15.
Can I give that a no? Can I give that a +10?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Boom. 25.
All right. For the one
He's
that
like,
for the one that has a Neppy on it, that's another 25.
Yep.
For the one that has a Gen on it, that's just a 7 + 9. That's a 16.
It's going to use its reaction for a shell protection, and it ups its AC by 4 as you see it like curls into its metal shell.
That's annoying.
Rude.
As you just kind of like slam off the armor on the back of it.
Oh,
What
shell
happens-
shocked.
What happens to me when it crawls up into a ball?
You're still on its back.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still on its back. It
Not
just kind of it's almost like
inside.
it's almost like it folded its head underneath the shell and its claws kind of come into the side.
It's pretty cute.
Okay, the one that got a Neppy on it is going to take a 30 point of damage. Sorry, 37 because I'll put a little
Nice.
fresh nuts on it. And the other one that I did not Sheldar. The freewheeling one. That's going to take 31 points of damage. And it's been a long time since I hit something with my horns. Could I get it to make a strength saving throw for me?
Absolutely. That's only a 9.
I want to flip that crab.
Flip that crab.
I want to
you
flip that crab prone.
You knock it prone. You flip it
And then I'm
prone.
going to fly up. I'm going to fly up 45 feet.
Okay.
So I don't need to be here for this.
All right.
That's my turn.
Yana, you're up. You are currently restrained.
Okay. Can I still use somatic spell components?
You will.
Like, how am I restrained?
You'd be restrained by the neck, so you're fine.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna try something silly. I'm gonna cast Animal Friendship. It's a spell I can cast at will. If its intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell just fails. But
Intelligence is 3.
yay! Okay, so it needs to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw against me. Then
That is only. That's a 9.
it fails. It's my friend now. Can you let me go, please? Thank you.
So you see as that happens, you feel the magnetic kind of pull sort of release on your neck as it reaches up and holds you.
Okay, now let's go get the others free. And that'll be my turn because I don't really have any other actions.
All right, Callie, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna go the one that has Neppy, and I'm gonna hit it twice.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just throwing my d20s every time I pick them up. They just are out of my hand. I got it. It only fell on the table. That's gonna be 29.
29 hits. Yep.
And that's gonna be a 26.
Those both hit.
Okay. Don't want to use my spell slots because I think we might be fighting a witch. So I'm just gonna straight hit it. Or bi hit it, whatever way we want to go.
Definitely by hit.
Bi hit. Okay,
Always.
Bi hit. Okay. Funnily enough, I have no d8s when I just do a normal hit. The first hit is going to be 16.
16?
Yeah.
Yeah. 16 damage.
Yeah. And the second hit is going to be 15.
Nice.
And then I'm going to follow Letters' lead, and I'm going to fly up because my movement is 60.
Yeah, it's gonna take an attack of opportunity as you fly away because you got into melee with it.
Yeah, I can try. I just don't. Searched my spells, and I don't have anything that isn't melee.
22.
Yeah, that's my armor class.
Nice. All right, so it does. There. That is a 18 points of slashing damage as it pinches you as you fly away.
Ouch. That's a big
You feel
pinch.
kind of like your armor kind of like just kind of the break in your arm as you feel like kind of like pull against your leg.
Ouch. Don't like that.
Pinch.
A little
All right,
pinch.
it is the Scrapper's turn.
Scrappers, is that what
Shoreline
they're called?
Scrappers.
Oh,
Sure.
why are they so cute?
And
Sounds like a high school team of some kind.
Scrappers band named called it.
So I will let the one that Yana is controlling. It is going to go first, and it is going to try to convince the other two
Yeah.
to leave you guys alone. I'm going to say there's an advantage because you seriously hurt one of them, and one of them is on its back.
And I'm riding the other one.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 20. So you see as it turns around, I like Yana, it kind of like lifts you and kind of moves you slightly back as it like rears up its claws and like snaps at both of them. And then you see the other two kind of like instinctually kind of like recoil. And you see that like the one that doesn't have any, like it flips over and it like scuttles away down the shoreline. And the one with Kokanee and Neppy, you see it just like, it just kind of curls in and you see all of the metal on its back falls off. You see it just releases its entire thing as you guys fall to the ground, and it uses its full movement to like scuttle into what look like kind of shallow caves, like towards the mountain, the base of the mountains.
I can't speak with animals. And I yell at Lobster, I am the Lobster Lord! Bow down before me!
We can drop out of initiative if you'd like.
We
unless
would.
you are intending.
That lobster drop anything good aside from my friend?
That's what I
Is
wanted.
there
I
anything
wanted
good
to
in there?
search
Make an
that
investigation check.
metal.
Guidance
little
to
wizard
whoever's
watch?
investigating.
Ooh, I love that.
Oh my god.
18.
This spell lasts 24 hours. He can come with us.
I only got a 16 for investigation.
You find, sorry, what was the highest one?
18.
18. You find there are bits of old armor. It's difficult to kind of discern. You do find one thing of note amongst the kind of scrap heap that the one that Kokanee and Neppy were on, that it dropped. You find a part of a sword, kind of the tip of a sword, probably about this much. And it's looks like a long sword. It's broken. The top of it's broken, but you can see there are runes etched into it.
Hey, does this match that broken hilt that we found in the door?
Can I look?
You look, and they do look of the same make, but there is still another piece missing.
Ooh.
All
A plot
right.
thickens.
Did I find anything, Tim?
You did not. Like, it's mostly just kind of twisted, jagged metal. You do find a piece though that that looks pretty weathered and pretty old. And it looks like it has Sylvan writing on it. It's like a bit. It's hard to tell exactly, because you don't. Do you speak Sylvan?
I do.
You do. It's really difficult to make out. It looks like it might be a name, but it looks like it's like maybe from a ship.
Okay. A name, possibly. Okay. I'll put that in my bag.
Sure.
Do we think that's the magnets everyone was talking about, or do we think there's more?
I think that could be the thing.
I think
There's
there's more.
more.
Oh. Well,
I think
I
it's
guess
the
we'll see.
peaks. I wonder if the peaks themselves have influenced these creatures to take on magnetic properties. Sometimes creatures take on properties of where they live. It makes them
Ask it.
adaptable. Oh,
How'd you get so magnetic?
I was born this way.
You're very special. I like you.
I assumed all things were magnetic.
Oh, he's so cute.
Tell me, where did you find your delicious metal? And
Uh,
how do you resist eating the delicious metal one?
Do you eat the metal?
Sometimes.
I thought you made shells out of it.
Yes, sometimes we display them to gain a mate. Are you attracted to my shell?
Do I look like the kind of thing that's usually your mate?
No, but I'm open to all kinds of mates.
That's very
A
progressive
bi-hit.
of you. It is a bi-hit. Well,
It's a bivalve.
I think your shell's very, very neat.
Thank you.
Ask it if there's anything else magnetic around here.
Do we have any?
Oh yeah. Do you know if there's anything else magnetic around here, or is it just you guys?
Oh, no, all is magnet here.
Oh, right. That makes sense with your
The
assumptions.
mountains.
Okay. So look, the mountains. So what happens when you go close to the mountains?
The mountains take from us what we put on our backs.
Wow. How do you feel about that?
It is a cruel world.
Lobster's my favorite character.
What's his
Every
Wow.
creature that Yana talks to is my favorite.
Oh.
All of them.
Do we have any metal we can give this guy? Neppy, do we still
What's
have like
your name?
400 swords in the bag?
Ah, my name. Of course. My name is Sheldon.
Of course.
I don't think so, darling. No, we got
Ugh.
rid of all those.
We always need to carry 400 swords.
We do.
We
Neppy,
always kick ourselves that we don't have 400 swords.
Neppy, can you give me that ring that I had in the bag?
Yes, of course. And I pass it.
I also
Here you
have
go, buddy.
You are a gracious queen.
Lobster queen.
I'm gonna pass Yana
You put
one
it on
more.
his antenna, and you see his antenna just disappears.
I'm gonna Yana.
That's what the ring does.
I'm gonna give you another ring. I'd give it to him, but I'm scared that he'll eat me. So here's
That's
another
fair.
ring.
The spell only works on me. He could eat any one of you.
I would
I told him
love
not to.
to decorate my shell with the shiny metal one.
I told him not.
Give him this ring.
Does really want to.
I'll give him
Yana,
this ring.
Okay.
Yana,
I
ask,
give him that one.
ask it if it has been.
His name is
ventured-
Sheldon.
Sheldon. Perhaps you could ask Sheldon if it's ventured inland there or seen creatures that are all metal, the spiders, or a being that walks, but its head is metal too. The Warforged.
I ask Sheldon.
I have not seen such creatures. I have once heard tale of a metal spider, but the shores belong to us, the scrappers.
The Scrappers! Ah!
You hear a
sorry.
chorus in the distance. The scrappers! The scrappers!
Guys, I found something I like about Garyang. I'm really excited. Okay. So you have you seen like a witch or
I know not
Anybody
what
like
a
that?
witch is.
well, I guess I'm sometimes a witch. I think I'm
Oh, I
your
have never seen someone
category.
like you.
Not many people have. Okay.
Will
You
it
guys,
give us
you guys have any more
passage?
questions?
Will it give us passage up and away, since you are its queen?
I am a queen now.
Right.
Okay. Sheldon, will you escort us safely through this area?
For you, my queen, anything. Follow me!
It kills me
And-
that you guys can't hear his voice. It's beautiful.
As he takes you towards like down the shoreline, you can see where the cliff kind of comes down, because like there's kind of somewhat cliff sides and then up into the like mountain ranges, but you can see where the slope kind of comes down around it, and he's taking you towards there. And you see there's a number of other shore scrappers kind of littered throughout here. As you pass by, you see them all just like as you get to the bottom of the slope. You can see a like large kind of dark clouds are beginning to move in, and that is where we are going to take our break. Sorry, it's a little bit late, but
No. Stick around. We will be back in a tight 10. Grab some snacks, grab some beverages.
Guys, we're only 6 followers away from doing a giveaway.
6 followers. Oh my gosh.
So
If we
little
can get
followers.
6 followers between now and the end of our session, we are giving away
Giving it away,
a
baby.
spell I'm just gonna give it away. I'm just gonna give it away to a spell tracker to one of you who's in the chat. We can do that. Let's meet at the
Let's
end of our stream tonight. 6 followers. You know what to do.
6 followers away.
That's as many lobsters now worship Yana. At least.
at least.
Okay, we'll see you. We'll see you soon.
See you
Bye,
soon.
friends.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey folks, Emma here. So, do you experience lore panic? You know, that deep, dark, sinking feeling that your DM or campaign notes are missing and disorganized? That you've forgotten an important plot point and it's going to send your life into a swirling void of angst and regret? Well, if you're like me, then you'll be happy to know that Blackwater is here to help. Yes, you, little lore keeper. We're really proud to announce our partnership with Silverwing Armory. Silverwing Armory is a Canadian company that specializes in gaming goodies, RPG resources, and nerdy necessities to help plan your campaign. My personal favorite are their campaign notebooks. Each of these beautifully designed books is handmade and crafted, showcasing original designs by the creator herself. There's enough that they'll match perfectly with wherever and whenever your game is set. They're also fully customizable, with different types of paper, dotted, lined, or graph, whatever works best for you. Finally, they're system agnostic, so no matter what game you run, from D&D to Call of Cthulhu, your lore is kept safe and organized however you like it. Head on over to their Instagram and website at Silverwing Armory and use our promo code Blackwater for 10% off at checkout. It supports this amazing Canadian business and helps support our stream and the story we keep telling week after week. So you get less of this and more of this. Silverwing Armory, for the lore keeper in all of us. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh hey guys, it's me, Adam, and I'm here to talk to you about the sponsor for tonight's episode, Legendcraft. Legendcraft is a Canadian woodworking company that makes D&D and tabletop gaming tables and accessories. They are a couple of passionate crafters that create items that will instantly become a highlight of any tabletop or RPG player's game night. An absolute favourite of mine is the Mountain King board gaming table. This table is bonkers cool, looking like it is straight out of a Dwarven King's Hall. It's really unlike anything I've ever seen. We feel really good about endorsing this Canadian business that brings so much passion into something we care so deeply about. So head over to their Instagram at legendcraft.ca to have a look at what they're making and let them know that Blackwater sent you. And if any of you fall in love with any of their amazing products, you can go to their website and use the promo code Blackwater for 5% off. It supports a Canadian business and also helps support our stream in this crazy D&D game we love. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of the show.
We're back.
Cody.
Cody's
Probably
quiet,
back.
so we're back. So welcome back. So as you kind of get to the edge of the kind of lower shoreline, which way would you like to go? You can go back and kind of up through the peaks, or you can kind of go around this hill. You can see there are kind of large gray clouds kind of forming farther a little ways up the hill there.
I did prepare the weather spell today.
I would prefer not to go towards the peaks if we do not have to, but
Which is the safest way, Sheldon?
It is all unsafe. We stay to the shore.
Okay.
Fair bet.
That sounds about right, Fogarang.
A scrapper never ventures higher than the sea.
Then the sea!
The sea!
I got really caught up in it.
I feel like we want to pivot less. We probably don't want to go into the peaks. Hey, Tim, when Limeric was telling us about his beautiful lady, and we spent the night talking about where he came from and whatnot, did he describe anything about the location of this place, where we might expect to see it?
No. All you know is from what you know, the entrance is somewhere around Seto's mirror, but you didn't get any specifics from him.
And we know from the map that Seto's mirror is up and over the peaks.
You know from the map that
Sorry, I haven't looked at the map in a while.
You can go through the peaks.
Yeah.
That's probably a more direct route, but it looks like that this kind of crest and hill kind of comes around to a cliff that overlooks Seto's mirror.
That's what we want. 100%.
Let's do that.
We want to overlook our quarry.
Before we head down, I am going to put my gun in the bag.
Okay.
Just in case. I'm still attuned to it, but it's in the bag.
Should I put my sword in the
probably
bag?
We haven't filled any pool yet.
No.
You are still kind of pretty much on the shoreline. You haven't really gotten any much closer to the mountain ranges. You will get closer to the mountain side as you go up this hill.
yeah, no. Could you ask our lobster friend if the magnetism builds up as we get closer, or if it's like
A
a
field.
sudden thing?
Sheldon, do you know if it builds up over time or just boop?
Yes, we feel it as we get closer, but if you get too close, that's when you really feel it.
Okay.
But it can be powerful.
Okay.
It seems probably then, Lennon, like you, or Callie, sorry, is that you could hold on to the sword until you can't really hold on to it anymore.
Sounds good. Any way that I keep my sword longer than shorter is good.
Right.
I forgot about my belt, and I put it in the bag. The beard does not fall off, but I put my fucking belt in the bag.
But it's somehow less potent, you know?
Tragic.
Something about it.
I will take off my amulet and put it in the bag.
I'm not taking off my armor. There's nothing on my amulet that is metal? Is there?
Yeah,
There's raven feather, phoenix feather.
but it would be bound probably with some kind of wire. So you're not sure.
I can't use the amulet right now. It's still inert. At least I think so. Let me check the
So I don't think it's been a
calendar.
week.
It has not since, yep, since we teleported to the mirror card chain and it triggered on the mountainside. It has not been a week yet.
It's not been a week?
Nope.
We've had a rough week, guys.
It's been, just a casual
It's been
11 sessions, and it hasn't even been a week.
Classic BNL.
Now that's for all of you.
How long did it take for that to hit internet?
Do we all? Do we all wear Blackwater rings? I have Blackwater ring written down.
Those are
We all have a platinum rings.
Okay,
platinum,
is
baby.
not magnetic.
Was my belt
forgot I had
magnetic when
this.
I did the magnetism the other day? Because if not, I want to keep my belt on. No.
No, your belt definitely has like an iron.
Okay. Yeah. It's in the
adornment,
bag.
yes,
It's in the
yeah.
bag.
I'm gonna put. I have the chain of manacle, which I forget what it is, but I'm gonna put that in the bag.
Okay.
Look that up.
Please. So okay. Hold on. I'm just gotta put the list of everything that you gave in the bag.
I'm gonna put the strap
I
around
put
my
it out,
chest.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Keep that all in.
Belt up.
Yana,
Yeah.
you gave the ring to Sheldon, correct?
Oh yeah, the ring is with Sheldon.
But you're putting your amulet in the bag?
Under
my amulet in the bag.
Tim, under the shirt, of course.
Of course.
I'm not gonna put a permanent wrinkle in. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my gun in my bag, and I'm gonna put the amulet in the bag. Still attuned to both, but in the bag.
You unattune if it goes in the bag.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't stay attuned if it goes in the bag. It's another
Right.
plane of existence.
Yeah, that checks out.
I thought it was. It had to if it was for
No, if an
24
item-
hours.
If an item passes into another plane of existence, you're no longer attuned to it.
Dang, dude.
I don't think I can unattune from that.
Don't love that for my sword, for myself. Don't fall, don't fall. Oh, it fell.
No, I'm not gonna unattune to the death shadow then. That feels very wrong to me. And it's just a little bit of wire. So I'm going to try and tuck it amongst my robes so that there's at least a barrier preventing it from being yanked out. And my gun has a holster, I'm assuming. I have like a holster for my gun.
Yep.
I've never even thought about what Nebby's holster for her gun looks like. Anyway, that's a thought for another time.
Something you had made at some point.
Did I?
Well, you would have gotten it made.
Right. Yes, of course.
All metal, whole thing.
Oh yeah. I'd like to think it's leather. I'm gonna try Neppy has kind of like skirts that kind of go out over the legs. I'm gonna try and like reposition it so that it is under, like closed in, like strapped down, under skirts, still there.
Okay.
I'm not putting anything in the bag then.
Okay.
I don't think there's much I can do for my metal stuff. I think I'm just here and wearing it. Be a fun little adventure if I fly towards a mountain.
Okay. And so we go towards that cliff edge, I guess.
Yeah, so you head up towards the hill. It's kind of a hill. That one kind of slides down into the shoreline. It's kind of a gravelly hill, and then it you can see the snow kind of piles up as you go up. And you begin heading up, and you get a better look at some of the trees, and they're fairly spaced out. They're massive, massive trees. They look like white oak, but they are. As you kind of walk by them, you can see that the sap seems to be kind of a reddish orange color.
Fair. Oh, okay.
And
does it look rusty?
Almost like it has that kind of like bright reddish kind of look to it. And you can see the mountains themselves also have that kind of orangish, and like now that you're up close, you can see that they are kind of like a dark gray with that sort of like orange, orangish like striping and marbling kind of all throughout. And you can see the trees at the moment have no leaves on them, but you can see there are a number of like almost like buds kind of dotted along the outer branches that look, fairly small, like a deep dark green. And as you continue up a little ways, I will need anyone who's wearing metal. So I believe that is just Cal, you will be at disadvantage, and Kokomi, you will be at disadvantage. I'll need you to make strength saving throws.
That's so weird.
And I guess I have some metal on me.
You have some metal on you, yeah,
but not at disadvantage.
No.
That's so weird, Tim, because I didn't think I was wearing any metal. You get my +4, Matt.
Amazing. That'll be, and this is crazy, Tim.
It's gonna be better than mine, Matt.
That'll be a 22.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I didn't roll well.
30-20 for me.
Oof. Mine's a 16.
Okay.
Mine's a 7.
Okay.
Did I have to roll?
I don't think so,
I'm not
because you
wearing
took
metal.
all your metal off. No, you're good. You and Letters
Okay,
both
good.
took your metal off.
Good.
So you feel, Kokomi, you can feel the kind of like pull, but you're able to kind of like maintain enough distance. Like it's gentle. It's not like a hard pull. It's like a slow, continuous pull. As you move up this mountain, you could just feel it's as if it's slanted towards the mountain. Neppy, you can just feel your amulet kind of like start to drift off to the side towards the mountain, as well as your gun. You can feel kind of pressing into your like kind of lifting up
Like
ever
holster,
so slightly, and pushing against the cloth. Callie, because you're wearing so much metal, you can feel like every step is effort. It's just like your whole body. It's not like a strong pull. It's just as if something is holding you on every step. So every step is difficult. And you do suffer 1 point of exhaustion as you travel over the course of you kind of heading up this hill. It is just, it's just agony. Like it's like wearing a weight, like a weight belt.
The worst weight training ever.
Yeah, it's rough.
Is Sheldon still with us?
No, Sheldon has left. He doesn't go beyond the shore.
Then I'll do something else. Hold on.
Scrapper never goes higher than the sea.
Scrappers!
If you weren't
As
already
I-
the Gravelverse, you'd be the Scrappers. Like, let's all be real.
As I see
You can
Kelly
re-identify.
struggling, I'd cast Levitate on her
Okay.
and kind of pull her along.
Sure.
It only lasts 10 minutes at a time, but
That it doesn't totally help her. As the magnetic pull is still happening. So she needs the ground to be able to continue to move forward. So you see her kind of levitate and start to move more quickly to the right towards the mountains. As like, you're trying to kind of push your way against it. So it does help some, but it's still.
What if we tie something to it and have it be like a big metal balloon?
I'll just like give her my arm and we can like walk together.
Yeah.
Like old people.
Yeah, you can feel that resistance like as it's going.
It says if they're being levitated, they can only move by being pushed or pulled against a fixed object or surface within reach. So technically she'd be being pulled by one of us.
Yeah. So you're kind of like pulling her up, kind of against
Come
that.
on.
So you continue up for a couple hours. It looks like it's going to take you, at least most of the day to get up this hill and kind of like around the bend. You're not sure how much farther it goes up. But you get up about 3 hours up, and you see the clouds have now kind of fully formed, and it begins to rain quite heavily.
Rain, not snow.
No, it begins to rain quite heavily, and you can see the like it land into the snow, and it's like the snow kind of around you is melting somewhat, and you hear the crack of lightning, like as the lightning you can see hits a tree probably about 50 feet away from you.
No, that's not going to happen.
And you see, like, as that happens, you see the tree kind of pulse kind of with energy, and you can see it kind of crackles off. And you see two trees that are somewhat nearby, probably about 15 feet away. You can see also kind of pulse with this blue energy. And I need everyone to roll initiative for me, please.
Shit.
Okay.
We are fighting trees.
Callie likes lightning. Only one time.
Motherfucker. Well, after this, we're going to control some weather. We're going to stop that lightning storm from happening.
Ooh. Well, while we're thinking about this, everybody, we are currently 4 followers away from our goal of 950, where we're going to give something away to everybody who's in the chat at the time that happens.
Well, we're going to give everyone who's in the chat has a potential of winning.
Yeah. Sorry.
I would, yeah.
You're right. Not everybody. You can't all have it.
I love to
Everybody.
So many.
That's spell checkers.
But if you're sitting in chat and just hanging out, and you haven't followed us, you can, and then maybe we'll give you something for it.
That's what it is when we give away to everyone. It's just a sticky note that we've written the Scrappers on and mailed it to you.
We'll mail you.
All right, 25 to 20.
Letterman's.
24.
21. Speed wizards.
Speed.
All right. 20 to 15.
15.
18.
Callie's 15. And 15, 10. 10 to 5. 3. Who got 3?
Nappy.
All right. Okay. So you are up first, Letters.
What is the danger?
You see there is in the 2 trees that are kind of on either side, they're probably about each one is probably about 15 feet away from either side of you. You can see there is some kind of like bluish energy near the center of the tree. You're not exactly sure, like sort of where the branches split off, like sitting in the crook of the tree.
Oh,
you're not exactly sure what it is.
This does not seem ideal. Bluish energy that looks malicious. I'm gonna try it. I'd say I don't like the look of that. I'm gonna try to dispel magic on it.
Okay.
How do you feel about that, Tim?
Tim, how do you feel about that?
What's your spell save DC?
Like a 17? Let me
okay.
Spell? Yeah, 17.
It you cast the spell and it doesn't seem to have any effect.
Weird. I'm gonna move away from Callie and the rest. Still, I'm gonna move my 30 feet. So I'm
up or down, because they're kind of on either side.
I'll go up. Okay. I'll go up.
All right. It is. Sorry. It is Yana's turn.
Okay. Big spooky tree. I'm gonna throw a fireball at the tree.
Okay. Yeah. Which one? On the left or the right?
I saw Letters cast a spell magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
went to the left.
one and it didn't take effect. I'm gonna cast it on that one as a warning shot, but I am going to catch the tree on fire.
Okay. Yeah. Roll that damage. Yeah, it's interesting. You notice
the creature has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Great.
I'm aiming at the tree, so I don't know if it can.
The tree that got hit by lightning did not catch fire. Farther up. But that is a failure.
Okay.
So roll that damage.
Okay, that's
Are we fighting trees?
86. I don't really like setting fire to trees, but I don't trust anything in Garyang.
Except for the scrappers.
And then scrappers!
The scrappers.
That is 25 points of fire damage.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm like, hey, cut it out. I don't know what you're doing, but stop it.
So yeah, you see that that energy kind of react to the fire as it kind of recoils a bit, and moves very quickly and kind of in kind of abrupt movement, almost like lightning. It is letters. As you're standing kind of up ahead, as you turned around, you see what you did not see before, kind of clinging to the back of one of those trees. You see a large serpentine-like creature with 6 pairs of legs, kind of slither down as it kind of comes around. It is going to attack you because you're on your own.
Checks out.
Tim, did you mean a sick pair of legs? Because 6 is too many, actually.
Yeah.
Nothing with legs that many should slither. That's
Damn, dude, that's a sick pair of legs you got.
That's a 20 to hit.
Is Yanis in the tree?
You're not concentrating on a spell.
You're right. I'm not. It hits.
Right. That is a 23 points of piercing damage. As you see it kind of rear up and it bites you. It is then going to try to do its other attack.
No.
That is also a 20 to hit.
Oh.
And it is going to constrict you. As you feel its body kind of wrap around you very quickly, this huge creature begins to constrict you, and you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Feels like there's gonna be an and.
It's Garyang. There's always an and.
18 points of 18 points of slashing damage.
Oh no.
It's
okay. That's so bad.
Boy.
Okay. All right. It is the next. It is now Kogani's turn.
Yeah. So how far am I from the closest creature?
You're about 15 feet on either side to the trees, and letters moved, I think 15 feet, you said?
I went 30 feet up.
30 feet ahead of you.
Okay, so there's sorry, it's just theater of the mind. There's a creature, lightning moving creature on either side of us, about 15 feet.
Yeah, 15 feet.
And then there's the thing with the sick legs ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how far?
Around letters.
30 feet.
30 feet around letters.
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's constricting letters.
Yeah, okay. I'll move towards one of the ones.
Letters, you are grappled.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
One of the ones on the side of ours.
Okay.
15 feet away.
Okay.
I'll move towards it and I will cast a new spell. Spirit Shroud on my whip.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Magic whip.
Magic whip.
Whip, y'all.
Bring out the whip. Yeah, so I am going to whip this lightning boy.
Okay.
I also, because it's a reach weapon, I'm going to stay 10 feet away as I do this. So I will hit it for a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And the second attack will be a 18 to hit.
18 hits as well. And this is the one on the left or the right?
I didn't mention one. So the one further away from the magnetic mountain, preferably.
The left, yeah. You got it.
I worry that I take one step too much and then I'm just like, oh, as I float off. Great. So that'll be, the first hit will be 7 points of whip damage. I don't know what, bludgeoning, I guess. It's just hitting you really hard with a blunt object. And then it'll be 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Spirit Shroud is such a nice spell.
Yeah. And then the second one will be 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 8 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. It is now the lightning creature's turn. So they are going to go, and you see the one by Kokanee, you see the one by you, kind of like, you see its body starts to kind of move and crackle as it lets forth a stroke of lightning, which in a line 100 feet long. So it's going to, I'm going to say it can hit two of you as it kind of moves its body around. It'll go for you, and it'll try to hit Callie as well. So that'll be dexterity save from both of you.
Hell yeah. It's just ability checks that are a disadvantage. So is this an ability check?
No.
It's a saving throw.
This is a saving throw.
Okay.
I don't know where Callie was standing in the original group, but if it was 15 feet away from us, I would have only have moved 5 feet to be able to hit it. Would I still be in Callie's saving throw range?
Yep. Yeah, totally.
Cool. That'll be a 20.
Nice. That's a save.
That'll be higher than a 20.
Nice. So that you'll take half damage. 29 points, cut in half would be what? 15? 14?
14.
14 rounded down.
14 points of lightning damage. As it like snaps through the air, and you can smell all that kind of there's like ions kind of frying in the air as it cracks across.
I'm good. I'm gonna redirect that at the thing grappling letters.
Okay.
Nice.
And then that halves it again for me.
Yep.
What would that be? 15, 14 half to 7?
Yep.
Yep.
You see as it slams into the creature around letters, you see the lightning goes into its body and it just kind of crackles up, and you see it opens its mouth and it just bounces them out like through its teeth and kind of sputters out.
I miss.
Doesn't seem
The
to
lightning bounces through its teeth.
Yeah. You see as it opens.
I hate
it's
that.
just like, and then kind of disappears.
That's a yuck.
That's not where lightning's supposed to go.
Don't put lightning in your mouth. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't you put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth.
Oh, the great Canadian PSAs.
The other lightning creature is also going to it is going to move.
It can move? They look like trees, but they can move.
Yeah, you see it like the creature comes out of the tree, and now you see it. It is not the tree.
Okay.
It is like almost looks like a living lightning bolt as it moves and kind of it like flies down behind your group. It uses its full movement, so it's 10 feet back, and it's going to shoot its lightning, and it's going to hit. It's going to hit you, Neppy, and Yana.
Okay.
And probably Clack, because he'd be standing next to Yana. So dexterity saving throws, please. Clack succeeded.
17.
17. Okay.
14.
Okay. 14 is a failure, so you'll take full damage. So that's
With my +4, do you get my +4?
yeah, you're there.
Oh, 18 then.
Okay, so you'll take half.
Okay. Thank you.
26 points, so 13 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Someone next door to me is playing violin.
Whoa, pretty.
not
right
very
now
good.
it is.
They're just not doing it well.
It is your turn, Callie.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to Lightning Teeth Sick Legs and then hit them.
Okay.
Legs, dude. It's like legs.
That's gonna be a 26
26 hits, yeah.
and 18.
18 does hit, yeah.
Yes. I love being able to hit things.
So nice.
Oh, it's so nice not missing. It feels embarrassing to miss at Callie. At this point, when Callie misses, it just feels embarrassing. It's like, oh. Okay. I still don't really want to smite, so I'm not going to.
Okay.
So that's going to be 34 points of damage all up.
Nice. All right, so yeah, you slash into its kind of like reptilian body as it kind of like moves and further constricts on letters. All right, Neppy.
I'm gonna move a little. Am I within 30 feet? I'm gonna move a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit closer to letters.
Okay.
Am I within 30 feet of everybody at this point?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, that big old creature's gonna have to make a con save for me, please. Probably got a really high constitution, but that's fine.
That is an 18.
That is my spell save yeah, that is my spell save DC, so it's gonna take half. I think that's right. Right? When it hits your spell save DC, it takes half.
Depends on the spell.
Depends on the spell. It succeeds. On
Yeah,
the
it
spell.
succeeds, so
Yeah,
it
yeah,
takes half.
it
Yeah, okay.
succeeds on the save.
2, 3. I'm gonna
Nice try
cast.
though. That was a nice try.
Sorry, I wasn't sure what you were saying. I'm gonna cast Blight on it.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's those other D8s? No, we'll just roll the 5 for now. Okay. 8, 15, 20, 26, and 26. That was going to be 33 and 37 and 39 all up.
Nice.
That's necrotic damage.
Nice. And that's halved. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't have it, so you will have to have it. Yes.
Perfect.
You have to have it.
You have to have it.
All right. It is. We are back to the top of the order. Letters, you're up.
Well, I'm in a big creature with sick legs, lightning teeth, and I'm like, I don't want to be here. So stop me if you heard this one. I misty step out of there.
Bye.
I say no, thank you. Well, actually, before I go, I still attack it normally, right? I'm just grappled. I'm not restrained.
You are restrained, yeah.
Oh
You're
yeah, then I
grappled,
biff out of there. No, thank you.
Yep.
Oh no.
I'm gonna just stand beside Callie.
Okay. Sounds
This
good.
is safer.
Ah.
Yeah. Hello there, friends. And can I see that lightning guy that
You can see both of
Yana
them. Yep.
fucking hit
Behind.
with that fire? I'm gonna try to hit it with a firebolt.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that guy.
That's the same one that Kokanee hit. So yeah, you can.
Good. That's
still
a
see it.
20.
That hits, baby.
Good. I hate that guy. I don't want him to exist anymore. I want to delete him from my imagination.
Bye from Garyang.
Goodbye. It's just 10 points of fire damage.
That'll do it. You see you hit its form, it just
Oh.
like the lightning disperses into the tree and kind of hits the ground. And
I go, pew, yeah.
Oh my
as
God.
like many of my ribs are broken from the big hug that sick-legged creature
Juicy
gave
hug.
me.
all right, Yana, you are up.
I'm gonna. Is the one who hit
Oh,
me?
wait. No, fuck. Sorry. I
for it.
forgot that Callie was fighting that big thing. I just wanted the benefits. I'm going to fucking just keep
Mm,
backing up.
Okay, you're gonna move away. It's going to take an attack of
No,
opportunity.
Tim. I'm not going to do it. Look.
You said you landed right next to her.
Okay, Tim, Sean Deppner forgot the theater of the mind. Letters clearly wanted to get away
Sorry,
from it.
Rogie.
You
That's
just
scary.
No.
did it.
No part of my fucking turn was affected by that guy. I missed
can
a
move
step away
away.
from it. I don't want to be near it. I don't want to be near it. I want to be in a safe place, and usually Callie's a safe place. I want to be beside Neppy, who's Neppy's safe. That's where I want to be.
I'm not safe. I'm the closest to the creature that you
I
just
don't
bamfed
think
away
anywhere's
from.
safe.
What? Sorry,
Yeah,
I
I
must
came
have.
closer to you.
I want to be by who's away. Who's
None of
You have
us.
I wanna be by
already
Cloud.
said.
I
You've
wanna
already
be
done
by
once
Cloud.
laid,
You've already
once
once laid, once played. We were on to Yana's turn. You are next to Callie. You can
Oh,
move back if you
no.
want. I will allow you to move back. but
No,
it will
he's
take an
gonna
attack of
bite
opportunity.
me.
Well, he's gonna bite me now. So
Callie is technically right up next to it.
I am, and I just cut
Uh,
it twice.
oh yeah, it's gonna get Callie. Yeah.
It's
which-
fine.
Which one just hit me? The one that Callie's fighting?
No, you were hit by the lightning thing
Okay.
behind you.
Oh, that's still there?
Yeah, it came out of one of the trees. It was the one on the right-hand side. Came
There's-
out in behind.
Oh,
One on the left-hand side is now gone.
okay.
So there's one lightning creature and this serpenty sort of
Um,
lightning lizard.
Then I'm gonna need the one who came up behind me to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is 14. So that is a failure.
Fails. Oh, fun. Okay.
Imagine if you failed something and Mercer just went, fails. It'd be like-
That's fun for me. Yeah, you see ribbons of like ethereal energy reaching out of Yana, and I suck 40 points of necrotic damage out of this bad
Whoa.
Nice. Yeah, you see its whole body start to kind of phase in and out. Yeah. Well done. As you just suck whatever life form is from this thing. Does it work on constructs?
Oh.
I'm so excited. If it's a construct, let me hit it again.
It says nothing about constructs. It just has
Okay, cool.
specifications about zombies. It's negative.
That's the lightning creature, not the serpent.
Damn it.
Serpent is not a construct.
Okay.
Damn it.
Uh,
Before my turn is over, I yell, "Nobody touches the lobster queen!"
So
Just a good
the lightning is a construct.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
lightning's a construct.
And it's fairly large. All right. Kokanee, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh, my man loves Dex.
I actually don't love them because I don't get the proficiency. But is Callie still within 10 feet of me,
No,
or
she is not.
she's left? Okay,
I'm sorry, I left.
we're gonna use a luck point for that one.
Oh.
For sure. Okay, that's a 20. That's a 20.
Okay. You manage to jump out of the way. You're still going to take half damage as a lightning bolt streaks out of the sky and slams into the tree that you are standing next to. As you kind of recoil, you use your every spidey sense you have to just manage to kind of dodge out of the way and avoid the full being a part of that electrical chain. But you do take some damage as it kind of ripples back up the tree and some of it forks out and hits you in the back.
Yeah.
Is it Is it a spell that tried to hit Kokanee? Did I see it?
Nope. Seemed like a weather effect.
It was the sky.
The lightning tried to hit Kokanee.
Zeus got angry.
On initiative count 20. You take it was 28 all up, so you take 14 points of lightning damage.
That's fine. That's great. Love that.
All right, it is the serpent's turn. It's going to use.
Oh, did I get to go? Or was it my turn?
No, it goes before you.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, it goes before you. It is going to use its breath weapon. So you see as it like opens its mouth that like the lightning that you can now see internally, it kind of comes out and you can see it like ripple between the teeth as it like rears back and it sends it out. So it's a 20-foot line and 5 feet wide. So it's going to hit Letters, Callie, and Neppy.
Okay.
I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Tim, you know I'm catching that breath.
Yes.
You know.
It
I
is-
didn't have it
know
prepped. I
Letters
was
is
so
gonna
glad you
It
did.
is a
Swallow it
breath,
up.
lightning breath. Yeah.
What's the, is that?
It
the
is not a
spell?
dragon though. I don't know if that spell
Yeah.
specifies dragon.
No, we've been through this
Just says
before. Other
breath
things have
weapon.
breathed on me. Any breath attack.
Dope.
You cast this
That's what
spell
this-
as a reaction when you're targeted by a breath weapon, doing
This
so
is the breath weapon.
disadvantage.
20
But
for
it's
my
just
dex
me.
save.
It's just me.
Oh.
I don't swallow all the breath. Like I can't.
You're not huffing that breath, dude.
You don't huff lightning breath?
What did you roll?
Roll
Lightning
two
breath is
fours.
a terrible like Mountain Dew flavor.
Lightning breath?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Like
what is
Monster Energy.
can I roll
Short-lived
that poorly?
Gatorade or Mountain Dew.
The
fad
breath
of it.
of lightning.
I imagine it's a way that a way a cool dentist tries to get kids to do the like fluoride stuff and be like, you'll have lightning breath after.
Callie, what was your save?
Oh, it wasn't good. It was an 8.
Okay, that's a failure. Neppy, yours was a 20, you said?
Natural 20.
Okay, so you-
Am I within 10 feet of Callie?
No.
No,
If we're
probably
both-
not.
If we're
No.
both up next to the serpent thing, yes, we are.
You
I'm
move
like
closer.
I didn't move super close.
Because I'm
Okay,
in melee with the.
Right. I'm probably 15 feet back. So no, I that's a 21.
That's a success. So you'll take
okay.
half.
Okay.
I rolled
what
a
was yours?
14, Tim.
Give
That's a
me all
failure
that
as well.
damage.
But I'll take half damage because I swallowed most of it.
You swallowed it. You take
Nom, 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 nom.
66 points of lightning damage.
Holy shit.
Is that half?
Excuse me?
33 for half.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so Callie, you take the full 66.
Oh, good.
As it just like, as you're right up against this creature, like you just
Yeah, I'm
take a
conscious.
full blast as you feel it like ricochet through your body. And every nerve is on fire. Letters, you just managed to have the like wherewithal to like catch some of it in your mouth as it like ricochets between your horns, as it like kind of.
Oh.
I'm conscious, but I will say, I hope it doesn't do that again.
Let's. And I'll roll it on there. It's start of its turn. All right, Kokanee.
Okay, Tim. So I got one guy still in front of me that's not looking great.
No, the one that you attacked is toast.
kaput. Okay.
There's one behind you that is like phasing quite a bit. That was
Okay.
hit by Yana, and then there's the creature ahead of you.
All right, we're gonna go over to this lizard guy,
Okay.
the one with the great legs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The
Six
badass.
legs lightning to you, if you will.
I don't know how many times a human can whip in a minute, but we're gonna see if we can break that record. So I'm gonna action surge and whip it 5 times in 6 seconds.
I was gonna say, are you gonna whip it good
Real
right now?
hard.
Surely a record.
Whip it real
somehow.
hard.
Whip it
We're-
good.
That'll be a natural 20,
Heyo.
a 14, which will make a 24,
That hit.
as God says so. 21,
Mhm.
18,
That hits.
and a 21.
That hits. Roll
Okay.
those whips.
So the first one is
The first one's good, and then the second one you really hit your stride.
well, the first one was a crit. I really got
Oh,
the
the first one.
one.
I thought the
Yeah.
second one was the crit.
10,
It feels so
Form the whip.
natural to have the whip in your hand again.
14, 14 points of whip damage and 17 points of radiant.
Okay.
So much whipping.
So much whipping, a concerning amount. The second one is 8 points of whip damage and 2 points of radiant.
Okay.
Third one is 10 points of whip damage and 3 points of radiant. Got 2 left, I think.
Yeah.
7 points of whip damage and 2 points of radiant. And the final one is 10 points of whip damage and 8 points of radiant.
Okay, so that's another. You did 40 points of whip damage all up.
You did whip it
Or
good.
on those last 3.
Yeah.
So there was plus the stuff.
Whip, 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 whip.
Whoop-pow.
And it also cannot heal for the rest of this turn.
Nice. Okay.
Oh,
Love that.
is that a special thing from your whip?
That's from no, it's just a regular whip. That's from Spirit Shroud.
Oh, nice.
Special whip. It's just a whip
That's special
thing.
whip.
All whips can do that.
This is my
Whip.
special.
It's just like it's so
special
embarrassing
whip.
getting
The
hit by a
whippability.
whip. You just couldn't possibly
Can't
heal.
come back from that.
Yeah, you lash it like crazy, and you can
Yeah.
see like just like huge gashes appear on its body, and you can see kind of like this dark viscous blood like spilling out. It's not looking great.
Gross.
Okay, it is the lightning creatures. So the one
Oh.
behind you, Yana. Nope, didn't get that back. So it's going to move up and do two.
Sorry, Tim. I totally space cadetted. I got hit with the breath weapon as well, didn't I?
Mhm, yeah.
And that was 33.
33 points of lightning damage.
And that was the halved, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So sorry. I missed that.
Oh, it's all
I'm
good.
excited about other things.
All right, so it's going to you can see it kind of like whips out with like a fork of lightning to hit you, Yana.
Everybody's whipping around here.
Gosh,
Yeah, seeing
don't.
the lip with a whip, it's so inspired. 17 for the first attack.
Shoot, I see. I'm gonna shield that one.
And the second one is only a 14. So that won't hit either.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's like kind of bounces off the shield, and you see the light. You hear the kind of hiss of the lightning. All right, it is Callie's turn.
My turn. Okay, I'm gonna hit the six legs lightning teeth again.
Sick legs, lightning teeth. That's my next character in any one shot we play.
I feel like it's the same origins
Pirate.
as
She's a pirate.
what was it? No Lip Leroy?
No,
Yeah.
No lip
No,
Leroy.
It's gonna be
Oh yeah.
a 27 for the first hit,
that hits.
and then that's gonna be 20, not natural.
Yep, those both hit. Roll that damage.
Roll that
do it.
damage. We are okay. That's gonna be 45 points of damage.
That'll
Nice.
do it. How do you want
Woohoo!
to dispatch
Yes.
this creature?
I'm gonna go straight for its head because that's where the lightning was coming from, and then
Okay.
down.
Yeah. So you just like you cleave it down the middle, as like you like strike it right in its like with the like first attack, you just come down right on its skull, and you hear kind of a crack, and then you just pull back and you just split it in half as you see the like lightning that's inside of its kind of organs and body just kind of fizzles out as it just viscera all over the place. It is dead. All right, Neppy.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I just want to see. And then there's that lightning construct thing.
Yeah, I don't
that's-
know. Yeah.
Can I? How far am I from Yana?
Well, she stayed put. You were 30 feet up, so yeah, you could get to it. Yep,
Okay.
it'd be just in your reach.
I'm going to Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to Yana and Shield of Faith Yana, because that's all I can do.
Okay. All right, Neppy, you're up.
So that's 2 to your AC, Jen.
So it's the lightning creature is still behind
Yep.
Yana.
Yep.
Okay, and it's flickering.
Yep.
Can it make a wisdom save from me?
Sure. That is a it's a 15.
That is a failure. And it will take 3d12 of
should do it.
Bing bong damage from Toll the Dead.
Big bing bong.
Bing bong damage. Yeah, okay. That is going to be 17 damage.
That'll do it.
And you'll see as the kind of like the force kind of comes in, it almost sounds like a crack of thunder as it just gets rid of it.
As it just kind of love lightning disperses. And you're out of initiative. The storm is still going on, and you can see lightning is striking the trees predominantly.
I think now is the time that I start controlling the weather. Yes.
Oh, that'd be great.
Great idea.
Yes. All right. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 5th level Cure Wounds into Callie.
Are there any rocky overhangs nearby?
Yeah, there's not really overhangs. There's some kind of rocky outcroppings towards the mountainside.
That's not a direction we want to go in, right? Kokanee?
I would prefer not. We can try and see what happens.
It's going to be 30. 1 sec.
We just definitely don't want to be out in the open in a thunderstorm.
32 points of damage. 32 points of healing to you, Callie.
Oh.
The longest con.
Neppy turns. She
Like
takes her
it's-
moments.
That's inflict wounds, you know? That's bad Neppy.
She awakes
Evil
the
Neppy.
inner lightning demon. And
She's like,
Oh,
I've
boy.
traveled with Callie enough. This is my
okay,
moment.
so it's going to take me 10 minutes to cast this thing.
We should find a place to hunker down.
Mhm.
Because it's going to take a while for it to take effect, correct?
I have to roll it once I've cast it. I roll a d4 to see how long it will take to take effect.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to find some sort of covering, I suppose, to shelter the storm.
If the only direction is those caves, there's no other shelter anywhere, Tim.
This hill is pretty barren. Like it's just these trees kind of dotted throughout.
How much longer does it look for us to get up the top of this hill?
You're about probably another 3 hours before the kind of bend.
We should do it. I'll just do it right here.
Okay.
Is there anywhere else for us to do this?
Just those rocky outcroppings over there, but that's not really like we can't get under them. So I guess this is as good as any. Just Callie's wearing so much metal, and I
Can
don't
you
know much about
polymorph her
lightning.
for the next hour?
Oh,
Polymorph
great.
her for the next hour. She will not be a lightning rod. And then I can cast this, and then she's safe for that hour.
Ellie, what do you want to be for an hour? Real quick.
I wanna be a polar
It's
bear.
gotta be quick. A
Polar
polar
bear.
bear. Done. She's a polar bear.
All right. I'm going to take out some incense, and I'm going to grab a little bit of earth and wood from the ground, mix it with the rainwater that are coming down, and move it through the incense smoke. And I am going to cast Control Weather. So basically what I can do is I can, whatever the current condition is, I can move it a step up or down.
Yeah.
And when changing the wind, I can change its direction. So level of participation is, I'm assuming, or precipitation. I'm assuming we're in torrential rain, driving hail, or a blizzard. Okay, we're gonna move that down to just rain.
Okay.
And what's the temperature right now?
It's cool. Like it's cold, I would say. It's cold.
Okay, we're gonna move it down to cool.
Mhm.
And then
Ooh.
Cool.
we're in
Sick
the middle of a
legs.
storm, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so the step down from a storm is a gale.
Yeah.
So we're going to move it down to gale.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
And it takes 10 minutes, you said?
10 minutes to cast, and it will take 10 minutes on top of that. So it will take 10 minutes to cast and 10 minutes to take effect.
Okay. Kokanee, if you would like to above 50 or below 50.
Tim, I would love to above 50.
Okay. So with the amount of lightning that's happening for every 5 minutes that goes by, I'm going to have you roll. I'm going to roll a D100 to see if you get struck by lightning. As you are the most metallic thing and you have it in your chest, and copper, the copper that is in your chest is very conductive. There are
reasonable.
trees around, so like the trees also seem to be quite conductive. But yeah, so for the first one, that's a 77, so you're fine. So
Not struck by
77%.
lightning. Let's go, boys.
For the 10-minute mark, as Neppy is finishing her spell, that's a 76.
I'm mortal. Lightning can't strike me. Everything's fine.
Matt, no,
Don't say that.
Matt
I'm gonna
always
get
does
the
this.
Yeah, he's changed his dice now.
That is a double zeros and a 9, so that is a 9.
It's reasonable.
I
flew too close to the sun.
Yeah.
So you like as this is 5 minutes after she's cast the spell. This is the third one, so you're kind
We're
of
just
all
waiting
tensely, and you see another lightning like strike through the sky. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm assuming I'm not getting Callie's bonus because she's
I'm
a
still
polar
there,
bear.
but I'm a bear.
Still there.
I think it still counts.
It still counts. We'll take it.
I think it still counts.
Tim,
It's
Yeah, that's
it's not
25.
25. Okay, so you'll take half damage.
And we're going to absorb elements this.
Yeah.
Well done.
So we'll double half it.
So that's
A double half.
As some may say, a quarter.
A double thick quarter.
Half.
Oh boy.
42 points of lightning damage split in half is
21.
21
Split to 10.
Yeah.
Tim, I would love to try and nudge Clack onto my back as a bear because I really want Clack to just ride a polar bear.
He's cowering from the storm. He is not into the lightning.
He's like, I don't want to be higher than I am.
And he's kind of like curled up in a ball at your feet.
Well,
all right, this
lightning
is the
can't
last
strike
one.
twice, so we're good.
That is a 17.
Fuck.
So as you finish saying that, they're like, no, it's starting to
Dear
dissipate. I
God.
think we're
It's
good.
dissipating. It's dissipating. Everything's fine.
Lightning
Dear
strikes again, so
God.
another dexterity saving throw.
Thank you so much. Let's have a look at that. That'll be 12
So
plus 4
dumb.
plus 4. 20.
Is it 20?
And I'll
Against
absorb
nature.
elements again.
All right.
Guys, I think I've been struck by lightning 3 times today. That's crazy.
should buy a lottery
44
ticket.
points of lightning damage.
How much?
44
44.
cut in half.
22 to 11.
Yep.
Cool.
As you were feeling juiced. But the lightning, the storm has faded, and now there is just kind of moderate rain as you're heading up, which is kind of a nice. It's still cold. It's still quite
Technically,
cold.
it's cool now.
It's cool.
Cool.
Will,
Yeah.
will
It
Clack
moves
get
from
on
It's
my
a
cold
back?
little more
to cool.
comfortable than it had been.
Will Clack get on my back now?
Yeah, he reluctantly kind of climbs up onto your back.
Before we
But he
get-
also
oh.
he gestures to Yana to jump up too.
My queen.
Before we crest this hill, does anybody want to just like, take a breather for a little while? Maybe just
You'd like
if
to
we're
take
not in a
short rest?
rush. Oh, if you say so, Neppy, that's a fine idea.
All right. Yes, I have control over the weather for another, I think, 8 hours in a 5-mile direction. So,
Great.
but it is a concentration spell. So if I get hit, this ends promptly.
Well, I'll try not to throw some oats at you while
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Rest my weary bones.
Are we taking a short rest?
Oh,
Yeah.
Please.
Short rest in the
These
pool.
old bones.
I'm going to use some hit dice, I think, for the first time today.
Me too. I'm not gonna make the mistake of trying to
And y'all
save
remember that
them.
you don't get all your hit dice back at the end of a long rest.
We know. Oh no. Oh no. I can't lose that dice. Oh no. The small one. We'll pick it up in the morning.
Small.
He is very good at finding dice.
She's so good at finding them. Also, I'm not going to lie, Tim, when you were describing Jar, I was like, are you describing our daughter?
Work with what you know.
That is going to be Bino.
Oh boy.
Sure.
I can't do math tonight. Holy.
I feel you. I just struggled to add 2 to 5. So
While we're taking this short rest, how many followers are we at?
We're at, let me check. 948.
Oh gosh,
Do more.
Do
That's
more.
so close.
Call your friends up real quick.
We want to
Call
give it
your
away.
dad.
I want to give this away to you so
Hey,
bad.
Dad. Just checking. Dad, did you press the heart button? Press the heart button. Dad, can you all check with your dads?
I know my dad hasn't clicked.
What
the
could
heart
your
button.
dad possibly be doing right now?
Sleeping.
It's 11:10 on a Saturday night.
Your dad.
All
Maybe later.
dads. 56.
Oh, that's one more.
Oh,
Art
yeah.
Heart Studio,
One-
thank you so much.
Can't believe you weren't following us.
No.
before.
That's he messaged saying that he's
Okay,
trying his
okay,
best,
okay.
buds.
He's hosting.
Thank you, Bam. We love you.
Thanks, Bam.
We love you, Bam.
Well, I am feeling better.
Oh, shin guards, thank you so much. Anyway, we're all
This
better. Everything's
Cool
fine.
Getting there.
rain is
One
just
more.
soothing
I'm no
my
longer
shattered ribs.
no longer a
Aw,
bear,
someone got their
right?
mom. After the short rest, no, I'm no longer. I'm not gonna
Tragic.
cast it again, sadly.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I just like being a bear.
Well, let's press on.
Okay.
That hill is calling us.
You continue to make your way up the hill. As you're getting higher up into this, you kind of get a better view of the mountain range, and it is quite beautiful and kind of extends down and kind of curls around, kind of curls around the edge of the island.
Do we see overlooking Seto's mirror
Almost.
at all?
So you're just
Okay.
coming around the corner as you see it kind of flattens out somewhat to a large cliffside that's probably about an hour away. As you make your way across, the rain has let up somewhat, and you can see that the storm has faded somewhat naturally. And you, Callie, I will need you to make and Kokanee another strength saving throw. As you are higher up and you're closer to
Do you need me to
the
make one as well?
mountainside.
That's sweet,
As
sweet
the
magnet.
yeah, you as well. As the path is kind of narrowed somewhat.
Strength saving throw?
Yes, please. And it's a disadvantage for Callie and
we get
Kokanee.
we get Callie's bonus.
We do.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Tim, I'm gonna use a luck point on that bad boy.
It's a dirty 20 for me.
It's a 26.
26. So yeah, you were the adrenaline from the fight. It has kind of pushed you through. What was yours, Kokanee?
25. I'm
Yeah.
so strong. When Nevi punched me earlier, she gave me half her strength.
Yeah.
I did.
And my strength's 11 now, so watch out, everybody.
So you feel that continuous tug, but you've gotten used to it somewhat, and the adrenaline from the fight has kind of pushed you through, and you managed to kind of fight off further exhaustion. Even though it is difficult, your body is working for you, which is good. And you come around kind of on the flat plain, and you as you get closer to the cliffside, you get a better view as you get up to. I assume, are you going kind of to the edge.
Yeah, go to
So yeah, as you come up to the edge of the cliffside, you see a few things. So you see on the left-hand side, down a ways, you can see the cliffs kind of come around, but you can see down below what you assume to be Seto's mirror. As you see now, a fairly large lake that is kind of a silvery color, nearly reflective. And you see kind of on the kind of northern bank a tall, it's probably about a 2.5 story maybe, kind of ruined tower. You can see the stonework looks like you're not sure how long it's been here, but a somewhat ruined tower. And the massive, it's probably, the lake itself is probably 300, maybe 400 feet across, of mercury.
It's a lake of mercury.
Well, Kogani, you would recognize kind of liquid, that sort of like color and liquid. You would assume it's likely mercury.
Guys, that looks like mercury.
God. It's like
Lake of mercury doing here.
Or quicksilver.
this conversation we had before stream.
I don't think that's naturally occurring, so maybe somebody changed it.
And
Transmutation.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
where did Limeric describe? I mean, not that he gave us much, but where did he say that Halora? He said it was at Seto's mirror, on the other side of Seto's mirror.
Just said it was at Seto's mirror.
Well, do you think it's an illusion?
Yeah, I don't think that's a ruined tower. I think that's a tower made to look ruined.
You see it as like the cliff is probably about 100 feet down before you get to where the lake is.
So there's a path, like we're on the path, like we're at a cliffside, that it doesn't go up any further.
No, it just kind of it stops. You can see the mountain chain now. You kind of see the inner side of the mountain chain that kind of continues on around it, and it's just kind of sheer cliff down into here.
Oof.
Are we close enough that I could throw something into the lake?
Yeah, you can throw something off into the lake.
Yeah, I'd throw like a rock into the lake to see what happens.
You see it spin through the air and then boom, kind of a ripple heads out from the lake.
We're gonna have to get down. I've got some time still on the weather, probably another 5 hours.
I mean, I can get us down there. Nope, not much trouble. Just the old ferry, the old winged transport.
All right.
But is there anything we want to do while we have this vantage? Any signs of life or?
Are there any hi Roki? Are there any so the tower is the only thing we see, really?
Yeah, you can make a perception check if you want.
Yeah, I'll cast guidance on myself to do that. That's gonna be a 24.
Yeah, the land around there is pretty barren. You can see there's some trees on the other side of the tower. It looks like there's kind of a stone archway that goes into the tower. There doesn't appear to be any windows. It's all kind of solid stone. You can see some of the stone is kind of chipped away and things like that.
If she's a mage, you would be right. She has the ability to change the appearance of things. But also when I saw Limeric, he was on a stone floor and then on a metal floor. So perhaps she has some sort of, perhaps that is the way in. Perhaps it is like almost as if we had to crawl down into it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if most of her operation was underground.
Yes.
But we still got to get down there. Hey, Callie, you want to give me a hand flying people down? You don't have to bust out your wings, but you're strong.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, you're tired. You've been tugged on by the Neppy,
I'm
you're-
tired, but I'm still pretty strong.
Yeah, I know. You take a rest. You take a rest. I don't want to mess with the metal. Neppy, you help me fly everybody down. I'm gonna cast fly on myself and Neppy.
The both of us should carry Kelly.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
The both of us are gonna carry everybody down. We
Perfect,
can do that in
wonderful.
10 minutes.
Sure.
Okay. I will have you make a strength, an athletics check for Callie.
Sure.
Actually, just a strength.
To the Mercury. Do it.
Athletics. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Hey, nice. Yeah. Like 21.
Team.
You managed to get her down. She is heavy, but you're able to, between the two of you, you're able to do it. And everybody else is a little bit lighter. And Konkani doesn't wear any armor, so it's a little easier.
Very
You did
wise.
it, grab a boy.
Surprisingly
High
dense.
five.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get everywhere. Where would you like to take them down?
Right at the base of the cliff.
Okay, so like on the, like right below where you are?
Is there
Yeah.
where is the shore? Like, is there a shoreline?
There isn't much of a shoreline. There is kind of a shoreline that you can kind of edge your way around.
If there was potentially a space that was close by that had more of a shoreline where we wouldn't have to like edge close by, because I don't want to necessarily have us walk in the Mercury if we don't have to.
Yeah, there's like, if you go towards the tower, like there's
Right.
there's kind of a flat area.
Should we just do that?
I'd say we head straight down and then just start walking over. And at this
Let's do it.
point, Tim, I would love to start checking for traps, specifically
Oh.
any magical glyphs.
Once we're all down.
Make an investigation check.
You got
have
it.
a point of exhaustion.
I
from the
cannot
cold.
guide you.
No, I didn't get chillied.
I thought you did
I didn't get chillied this
It was
morning.
last day.
this morning.
It was Yana who got chilly this morning, I think.
Oh yeah, it was Yana. You're right. Never mind. You're right. Yours was the day before. My bad.
I'm wrapped up tight in my burr.
Brr.
That's just an 18, Tim.
18. Yeah, you don't see any magical glyphs, or anything, any kind of visible traps around.
Not yet. Stay frosty, everybody.
You
Just
head
stay frosty.
towards
Yeah.
the tower.
Yes.
And you can see the stone archway leads into kind of an inner chamber, and it looks like there's another door inside, kind of an oval shaped door.
I'm gonna check that door for traps.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Always. Ah, beans. It's a 14.
14. Doesn't appear to be trapped. Kind of a smooth gray stone. You can see there is something written on it. What language did you speak again?
Minotaur, undercommon, giant, draconic.
Yeah, you don't recognize the lettering.
Does anybody recognize this?
Does anybody
I?
speak primordial?
It's
Would
clack.
Clack?
I don't think so. He speaks undercommon.
No, I don't speak primordial.
Terran, which is like a version of it, but it's not primordial proper.
I can take 10 minutes. of
Yeah, why
learning
don't you take
languages.
take a shot at that?
Mishbut.
But bless by his prez.
Yeah.
All right, so you take 10 minutes.
Oh, I do speak primordial.
Oh,
Ha.
never mind. Then I don't.
As you kind of like are sitting there as Yana's like laying out her things to do, you're like, wait a second. It says, only by studying our past may we navigate our future.
Only by studying our past may we navigate our future.
Yes, please.
Why would it be written in primordial?
Because that's the language of the past?
It is an elemental language. It is the basis upon which the elemental, the languages like Aquan and Auran and Terran and I don't know what the fire language is called.
Before we go through this door, why don't we have a look around, see if we can find any, historical hints around here. Maybe there's other pieces of writing around here. And also traps. I will be looking for those among, archaeological finds.
Tim,
Is there a
yeah.
chance that Halora took this place from people that lived here previous?
It may very well be the case.
Tim, I'd like to look around at the architecture specifically for anything that is defining of any information other than a bunch of rocks built into a tower.
Yeah, make a.
I'll cast guidance on myself.
Yeah, you can make a history check or an investigation check. It's up to you.
I think we'll do an investigation. That'll be a natural 20.
Ooh.
All right. You can discern that this tower is old. It's like the architecture is pretty unfamiliar. It doesn't look Caraxian in nature. It doesn't look Illyrian from what you've seen of Illyrian. And the stonework is like worn down. You can tell that it's been here for a long time. You're not sure how long that is exactly, but you can tell it's like there. It looks like there may have been kind of reliefs at one point, but they are pretty much gone. Like it's difficult to discern like much from the stone, other than you realize that it is quite old. There is one sort of feature that you recognize as you kind of stand outside and kind of like you take it at one point, you kind of step back and look outside. And you see where the sun is. It casts a shadow, almost like a sundial would.
Cool.
It's a big clock.
Looks like it, huh? Only. What were the words again?
Only by studying our past may we navigate our future.
Is it something to do with like? Do you guys think like we could like move the shadow back, like backwards, like so that the clock ran in reverse, so that would be the past, or like look at where the shadow was?
Where would that? I just want to take a scan of where that shadow would point throughout the day, like maybe with particular occasion for like the earlier part of the day, the sunrise and such.
With where the sun is, let me see if I can do this in my head. It looks like 6 o'clock. It would be. I'm probably gonna get this wrong, but at 6 o'clock, it would point over the, more or less over the lake, and at 12 o'clock, like at like noon, it would point north. Again, this is probably wrong, but trying to like figure it out in my head. And 3 o'clock would be that way. 9 o'clock that way, I think.
Okay.
This is also not the natural weather, right? This is my controlling of the weather.
But you're not changing the sun.
No.
No. Good.
We have to the past, predict the future. Perhaps we have to mimic a sun cycle. I'm trying to think of what we did, like the sundial.
Also, it might be just like for setting the tone once we go inside. The door itself may not be the problem. We actually haven't tried it yet.
Like to try to open the door.
You go up there, like there doesn't seem to be a discernible handle. As you kind of feel around, it doesn't.
Do you need me to concentrate on the weather still if we're going to aim to go inside this tower? Because I can stop that. That's fine. Or I can keep doing it until...
I don't really...
I'll keep it up just in case. The past of the future. Oh my god, I'm usually so good with riddles.
My brain is just mush. Mine and Callie's.
So looking at the Mercury, does it look different where the shadow has been recently? No. Okay.
Shadow doesn't seem to have an effect on the mercury.
I'm
What if I
little
dip a finger in the
Oh, okay.
mercury?
Yeah, you go ahead, Lennon.
In the mercury?
Yeah.
One of us has got to do it.
Yeah.
The mercury.
I need you. No, you're just dipping a finger, and like in and out.
Yeah, I'll like switch my hand through.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to the touch. It's kind of a strange sensation, but it's sort of, and you notice that like it just drips off your hand very quickly. Like it's not.
Balls.
It's kind of an odd substance.
What if I stand at the mercury?
Don't do that, please.
Yeah, you wade into the mercury.
Oh dear God.
You can feel
God
the
is
like.
grace.
You can feel it kind of moving through your armor, and it is like it's heavier than moving through water. It's like so there's a bit of resistance. Again, kind of a strange sensation, but it's you go down a little ways. You can tell that they're like it's kind of a not quite sandy, but it's sort of muddy on the bottom.
Kelly, don't stay in there too long. It could be corrosive. You don't know.
I'll get out of the mercury.
Okay,
Just
I need you
seems
to
like-
make a Constitution saving throw. For
Oh boy.
Okay.
dipped quite a bit of your body into it.
I did. Constitution saving throw. I'm not gonna say
Maybe they
anything
wanted
about
us
it before I
to reflect
roll
on the
it.
past of hat making techniques, where we need to
Oh,
use all this mercury
Make
up
a
to make
hat.
hats.
that's
Okay.
gonna be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, you're fine.
Did I
Okay.
feel that I had to make a Constitution saving throw? Like, did I feel a wave of anything? It was just normal.
Yeah, you come out, you see the mercury all kind of like floods out of your armor and just back to the kind of slowly
So what
runs
if
back into the lake.
what if the door is like quite literal and like we just have to go in front of it and reflect on our past?
Okay. Oh, I'll also try just saying the inscription in primordial, like to it. Oh, well, let's try. Yeah, let's try that.
Kind of
Right.
stand. You reflect on your past. Nothing
What
seems to happen.
What happens if I'm not gonna touch it, but what if I like look? How close is the door to the mercury?
It's a ways away. It's probably
How do-
about
what-
30 feet back.
What if
At
I
least
look?
like they're probably 50 feet.
What if I like kneel by the mercury and like look at myself and think about the past?
Yeah, you look at yourself, you can see your reflection sort of. It like kind of ripples and moves.
Oh.
Reflect about the past.
What about? I
Maybe
have a
we
mirror.
have to reflect something.
I have a mirror.
This is Seto's mirror.
What if we? Is there any way we can reflect the sunlight across? Potentially in a. I pull up my scrying bowl, which has a mirror on the bottom. If we can potentially direct the sunlight or the light reflecting off. It's the word reflect seemed quite important.
It
I
was
don't know.
study our past, not reflect on our past, right?
Oh, sorry.
Darn.
I got the word reflect. Maybe that was in my noodle.
Did you get your mirror out? Or is it? Or
Get your mirror out anyway. See what that does.
Oh.
But you had it in your hand.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like you would.
I hold on the side of my bowl.
Okay. And where are you? Like, are you just like, how are you holding it?
I would.
Where are you standing?
I'd walk up to the door.
Okay.
And I'd turn around and look at the door through the mirror.
Okay. As you look through the mirror, you can see an open archway, and you can see a very large hourglass inside
An
another chamber.
hourglass. Can I walk backwards towards the door?
You walk backwards and you enter the chamber. You all see Neppy disappear through the door. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Oh, beans.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay, folks.
Oh boy.
We did it.
Beans. Oh, beans.
Follow our count of 9:51.
Hey!
Timing.
that. Look at that. Okay, I got to open up a bunch of stuff now.
It means that we're allowed to give away something, which is really good because we want to give it away.
Things.
And if we hadn't hit it, Sean wouldn't have let us.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Here we
I
go.
would've hit
Here we go.
somebody
Here we
with
go.
Exactly.
With my open hands.
All right.
Simultaneously.
Both of them.
Here is what we're going to do. Because we need a word that hasn't been said, I can expect in the chat this evening, or at least not for the last 10 minutes, because I can set the time period. What we're going to have everyone do is we're going to, just wait. And when I say go, you can put it in the chat. We're going to have the word cantrip. CANTRIP.
All capitals?
No. All lowercase.
All lowercase.
All lowercase. Cantrip. CANTRIP.
Not like that, CS Graham. All lowercase, but not yet.
All lowercase.
But not yet.
Guys.
But not yet.
Now?
And
Not yet. Oh,
now.
they're starting.
Now you can. Oh, they're starting. They're starting.
Okay.
Now
Oh
you can.
no.
If it
That's
all
perfect.
lowercase, otherwise
See-
it doesn't work. And please put it only in the chat once. Please don't spam the chat. If you put it in more than once, you're disqualified. But you know that.
CS
but
Graham,
yes.
you can type it in again.
There,
without
there
the
you go.
caps.
You got it right. You got it right
There
this
you
time,
go.
CS
There
Graham.
you
Just
go.
checking in on you.
I will.
Okay,
I will
okay.
say
Scuzz
that
news.
yop
what a
also
name.
hadn't been said in the last 10 minutes.
You
I'm
know
just
what? We
gonna put it out
used
there.
we used Yoppy last time.
You're right, folks. We need
can't-
something better for next time.
We can't do that.
than
Well, we
yop.
can't crowdsource the word.
How
Or
else are we
else-
gonna get a yop sponsorship?
Okay, so here's what we do. You think of something
Poi.
else.
Good
and I-
folks says poi.
Poi.
Just yop
Poi
backwards.
is good.
Yup. Ugh.
Poi
Yop.
I love you.
is... I might get some hate for this, but poi is my favorite really specific thing to drop when I like a character needs a hobby. Just like because poi are those like balls that you swing
Right,
around. If I
right,
can never
right,
think of
fire.
something, my character likes poi.
One of my
Super
best
boy.
friends does that.
They're working on getting into fire poi, but they're just not confident enough yet. Like
Few are,
Alright.
man. Let's be real. Few are.
Get
And
those
just once in the
cantrips
chat.
in.
Just do it once.
I'll never
One
understand the epic highs and lows of poi.
Wait a minute. I
Oh,
just want to make sure that everyone can be eligible for this. Okay.
If anybody's stuck around all day and has somehow not put their names in the chat, now is the time.
Now's
or
the time.
forever
Please
hold
put
your poi.
cantrip in. Cantrip. CANTRIP. All lowercase with no punctuation. Cantrip.
Only once.
Only once, please.
In a
Cantrip.
sentence, sometimes people can trip over nothing.
Not caltrop. Cantrip. I'm gonna give 2 more minutes to get in.
You are not allowed to say cantrip more than once, but you can say as many things close to cantrip as you
Is
would
it a
like to.
funny joke if I put can't trip in?
Yes,
there?
cantrip is great. Caltrop is great. Anything else you guys can do?
You
Clam
can,
trap.
if you did it before I said go, yes, you can do it again.
Will trip.
Clam trap.
Trip.
May trip.
Fart out of here, all of you. Okay.
What about a classic crumb trap?
Cran tip.
I just
cran
said clip
Clap
trap.
trap.
flip tip.
I crank. It's just not there today, guys. I don't know what's
Snip,
happened to
snip.
my
A
brain
clack
today.
trap. Good
Clack
one.
trap.
Clack trap
Oh.
is good. We like that.
Crap.
Also,
Love a clack
I
trap.
have a deep desire for Tim to be a voice actor in the next Borderlands game.
You and me both.
So that can
I
happen.
tried.
Let's make
Tim,
it happen.
unfortunately, you are
I
not
don't think I'm
eligible
allowed to say that,
for.
but I tried.
Tim, you are not eligible for this contest.
Oh, then I can keep saying cantrip. In the...
No, you butt.
Cantrip.
Cantrip. I haven't
Okay,
said cantrip. I've been
This
saying
is our last minute.
can slip.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm sorry, Matt,
Keep
Len, you are
shouting
both
her up,
not
for
eligible.
sure.
I didn't say cantrip.
You did.
Yup.
It's telling me you said cantrip in the chat.
I did
Damn,
not.
Pip.
I didn't spell it properly at
It is
all
telling me that you did
And
that.
Pip-
It
I
is
didn't.
telling me you did that.
It's
It's
lying to
wrong.
you, 'cause
It's
I
made a
didn't.
mistake.
It's made a mistake
Jen, you
because I've
are
Can't
not
rip.
eligible.
I said can't rip.
Right. Okay. All right. I am going to draw it. Here we
Oh,
go.
it's happening. Oh my God.
Okay.
All right. I love you folks.
Let's do this.
Spam tip.
Oh, our sweet mom.
Oh, yay!
Hey. Oh, biggest love forever to our sweet mod, the New Experience Network. We love you,
Hey,
pal.
all right.
Congratulations.
Also, please give it up for.
huge.
I want to just also say too a big shout out to all of our amazing mods. Who help make this thing amazing.
Mhm.
They help keep our
Mhm.
chat a wonderful, wholesome, fantastic place. Some of them are going to be on Discord and being mods over there because they just want to help and love being part of this community. We're all on Discord, and I'm really excited to release this to you folks. We're going to release it probably next week. Yeah, and New Experience Network, you can just send us an email or we can chat about that at any point, or you can just message me over Discord because you're already in the Discord as one of our mods. So you can just message me over Discord and I will get this sent to you.
You know how to find us.
You know how to find us. So we have 2 of the exact same spell tracker.
But which one do you want?
Ooh. Also, New Experience Network, in that wonderful message that you send me, you're just going to have to include your favorite character. And yes, you can pick favorites because we're going to send you a little something as well, usually like we do with a lot of our stuff. So, okay, that is it. That's all we've got. Please tune in Monday for Chatwater with myself and Sean and Matt and Yanis, and it's going to be a delight. And then Wednesday, character development, and it's myself and Len and Jen, and we're going to be reading some tarot, and it's going to be very fun. And then of course we're back on Saturday. And get your calendars ready for our charity stream on January 27th.
January 22nd.
Be so
be
good.
there.
7th, 27th.
It's gonna be so good.
27th.
27th?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
27th.
Clear your calendars.
7. Clear your
2-7.
calendars.
2-7.
Don't do
What
anything
you're
else
doing,
all day.
cancel
Take a
it.
day off work. Cancel it. This is
I mean,
important.
you don't have to because it's going to be at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time unless
You need
you're
to prepare.
not in our time zone. Then you might need to prepare yourself because
Wake yourself up.
We love you folks very, very much. We're excited to see you on Monday. And don't forget, everyone, it's scary out there. So be
safe.
Good night, everyone.
Oh.